Hello, hello, everyone. Hello. Hey, Lachelle, thank you so much for joining my channel, and thank you for your donation. I have you as number 8 on my extended reading list. Hey, Maya, welcome. Hey, Marlene, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Hey, Seba. Welcome so much. Shanile, hey, welcome, Shanile. Long time no see. Hey, Yanni, Yanni, welcome. Hey, Jasmine. Welcome. Hey, Candace, thank you so much for your donation. Candace, you do not have to stay. I will email you the link to your weekly reading. Hey, Lizelle, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. Yes, Yanni, I have you. You're number 5 on the free reading list. Hey, Shawnee. Hey, welcome. Shawnee, I have you. Number 8 on the free reading list. Thank you so much for joining me. Hey, Positive for Life. Thank you so much for joining me. I have 2 spots left open on my extended reading list. If you are on the extended reading list and you would like to get your weekly reading emailed or messaged to you, and you do not want to stay on the live feed, please do let me know so I can make sure that your name is marked in red and I skip you and send you your reading separately. Marlene, I have you on the list. You are number 2 on the free reading list. Thank you so very much for joining. Hey, Miranda. Hey, welcome. Thank you so much for your donation. Miranda, you are number 3 on the extended reading list. Hey, Sage. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. I have you as number 10 on the free reading list. Hey, Ruby, thank you so much for your donation. I cannot wait until my bracelets get here. I literally just checked my receipt that you sent me, Ruby, to see when my bracelets would be here, and they won't be here till Saturday. But I'm telling you, next Thursday, I'll be wearing them. I can't wait. Cannot wait. Okay. All right. Hi, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I hope that everyone is doing well tonight. If you're not, blame it on the new moon. We're in the dark of the moon. The new moon in Gemini is tomorrow. And I can feel it. Gemini rules my 12th house. So we'll see how that works out. But I pray that you are doing well, and I'm going to go ahead and get started and introduce myself properly. Hi, you guys. Whether you are new or returning, welcome. My name is 𝗙𝗏𝗏𝗏, aka 𝗙𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 starts with your Okka sign. And tonight is going to be my frequency forward reading, focusing on the energy with the new moon in Gemini for you all over the next 6 months. And this is going to be a primarily spiritual numerology message reading, where I will be using the Oracle deck, focusing on your high vibration message for the new moon in Gemini over the next 6 months, your protection message for the energy of caution for you in the next 6 months for everyone. And then for those of you who have submitted a donation, thank you very much again for supporting my channel. You will get your extended reading. I will be focusing on the strongest influences for you in the next 6 months. thanks to this new moon in Gemini energy. So based on this reading, you can use this information to set your intentions with the new moon in Gemini. If you're into astrology, or if not, go and check your birth chart. If you know your accurate birth time, see what house placement that Gemini rules for you. And that can also help you with setting intentions over the course of the next 6 months. If you cannot see my list here, it moves every week. If you cannot see my list or it's backwards, please do let me know. That list is not for me. It is for you all to be able to see and to catch up. If you are new to my channel or you have forgotten, I do 5 and 5. So I'll be taking the first 5 people on my extended list. I will only be responding to whoever it is that I'm doing the reading at the time. Once I'm finished with that 5, I will update my list if the time has not run out, move over to my free reading list to do 5 people, close out with 5 more people on the extended list, and then back to my free readings. Again, I've got 2 spaces left on the extended reading list. If you would like to submit a donation of any amount, that information is in the details of the comments. Hey, Sean. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started on my extended reading list. And Miss Eccentricity, Sharonda, is first. And I am going to pray over these cards. I'll call upon the divine. And I ask that you surround and protect me by the impenetrable white light of the divine. I ask that you remove all negative thoughts, feelings, energies, and attacks from my head and from my heart. And I ask that you send all negative thoughts, feelings, energies, and attacks towards me back to the senders and heal us all in the process. Spirit, I pray that you send me messages to be as clear as light and easy to understand with help from my spirit guides, the ancestors, and the archangels. That you surround and protect me by the impenetrable white light of the divine for now, for all of eternity, and that you continue to allow me to be a beacon of light and channel for messages of the highest good. As above, so below, so it is, and so it will be. Amen. Sharonda, let's get started with your reading. Wow. Okay, Sharonda, let's get started. So your high vibration message for your new moon in Gemini energy is orphaned. In this deck, it's the number 5. A 5 is the Hierophant in tarot, bringing in the sign of Taurus. It could be in your chart, sun, moon, or rising. I don't remember what your moon is, but I don't think the Taurus is your moon sign. Orphan as a high vibration message is good. This is saying you are going to be getting opportunities to be in isolation for self-reflection. You're going to be able to get the alone time that you need, whether it's for your spiritual ascension, just to have privacy and to get away from things, or focus your energy on something where you are the primary beneficiary of that task. You may be feeling lonely at times, but it's on the high vibration side. You're okay with this. You're okay with it. You're getting some level of comfort here. And because of that, you're able to have this inner change, and you are able also to be more fluid when changes are placed upon you with the number 5. Your protection message is Flexible. It is number 19 in this deck. 19, 1 plus 9 is 10. I'm bringing in the energy of the Wheel of Fortune in tarot, representing the sign of Capricorn. For the sake of this reading, we're going to go to the smallest digit, which is 1. 1 is new beginnings. It's Magician card energy as well. And it is on your protection side. So you've got the Wheel of Fortune, which is a phase that's trying to end, but has not yet ended, and then a new beginning that wants to start but still can't. You're stuck in this in between, Sharonda, over the course of the next 6 months, and it's because this inner work has to be done first before you see major changes on the outside. Be flexible on your protection side. It's asking you to get creative when you have this unoccupied time that you will be experiencing in the next 6 months. If there are some things that are forced upon you or changes that happen that are not within your control, as indicated by the number 5 card on your high vibration side, the spirit is saying everything is happening for a reason. Try not to get locked in on a specific area or on a specific idea when it comes to multiple areas of your life, because things can change. Things will change with Be Flexible on your protection side. That number 1 is saying that you have a power for manifestation. Just be mindful of your frequency, because you will manifest the lower frequency energies way faster than the high vibrations. So take care here. Going from a 5 to a 10 is going forward. So no matter what obstacles you're dealing with in the next 6 months, Sharonda, you will have the resources you need to overcome them. Your overall numerology number, 5 plus 1 is 6. The month of June may be significant for you. You may see this energy of the new moon in Gemini start to happen, or you may get this period of isolation beginning in the month of June. In tarot, the 3 strongest energies influencing your new moon and Gemini energy for the next 6 months, we've got the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the 7 of Cups. So number 1, Sharonda, remember, is on your protection side. This is this initiation that wants to start, but something is in the way. This spiritual healing, this isolation, this self-reflection, and these inner changes that need to happen first. Ace of Swords is mental clarity. Anything that you've been questioning between now and by the end of the next 6 months, you're going to have the answers to. You're going to get the strength to speak your truth, even if your voice shakes. You're being more comfortable with being honest with yourself and other people. Ace of Pentacles says that you're focusing on new ways to bring in prosperity and money into your life. It could be influencing your home life or your career where these changes are happening. But the 7 of Cups is saying that there is still some confusion. And there's either confusion because your heart gets in the way of the decisions that you have to make, or there's confusions because of lack of options in one hand and too many options on the other. So we've got extremes for you on both ends. Sometimes there's nothing going on in the next 6 months, Sharonda. And then when it is something going on, you're busy. So again, take advantage of the periods of isolation. Work on yourself. Look forward to a lot of new beginnings, but some slow starts. Thank you, Sharonda, so very much for your patience, your donation, and for joining me. And I pray that your reading resonates. 2 aces already is really good. And that was Sharonda. Candace is next, and Candace wanted her reading emailed to her. You are very welcome. Thank you so much. Mimi Nicole is next. Miranda, are you still here? All right. Okay, Miranda, let's go ahead and get started with your frequency forward reading. We're focusing on vibration numerology message, the protection message for your energy of caution. Ooh, new life. Let's see if it comes back out. And then the strongest influences in tarot with the new moon and Gemini energy for you. Wow. We must be on the same path, Miranda. I don't know if you are into astrology or if you know your rising sign, but if you're Cancer rising, I wouldn't be surprised, because I got similar energy in my own reading today. Let's get started with your reading. Miranda, your high vibration message for the new moon in Gemini energy is the fates. And in this deck, it is the number 17. And I apologize for the glare. 17, 1 plus 7 is 8, bringing in the energy of the Strength card in tarot, representing the sign of Leo. Leo may be in your chart, sun, moon, or rising. If that sign doesn't resonate, 8 is pride. It is abundance. It is strength. It is courage. It is bravery here. The fates is a message similar to the serenity prayer. Grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. That message is on your high vibration side, which is telling me that you need to get ready for some lessons in the next 6 months, thanks to this new moon in Gemini energy. And that whatever you're setting your new intentions for, you will get what you're asking for, but there's going to be some trials that you'll have to go through to get it. But because it's on your high vibration, you are well equipped to be able to pass these tests, especially with that Leo card energy. The strong sacral chakra that I'm feeling with this energy is supporting you. So set your intentions for success overall. And with that 8 energy with abundance, you have to remember that even in times of scarcity or a scarcity mindset, that you can do it. And if you need help, ask from people here on the earthly plane, and do not let your pride get in the way, or reach out to your spirit guides and your ancestors to get some signs and synchronicities when you're suffering from some ego wound, or your strong sense of self prevents you from looking at things objectively so that you can learn the lesson. Your protection message, Miranda, is yin. I've got way too many lights here. I might turn this one off because you guys can't see these cards. There we go. Yin. I might turn this light off. Yin is your protection message here, Miranda, and it is the number 2, bringing in the energy of the high priestess in tarot, the sign of Cancer. I would not be surprised if you've got heavy Cancer or 4th house energy, or some strong aspects to the moon in your astrology chart with this Cancer energy that I was getting from your tarot. Yin on your protection side is saying slow it down here, Miranda. 2 is co-creation. It's harmony and balance. And this is, you're out of balance in the next 6 weeks. And this is your area of caution. You are going to have a lot of energy. You are going to have a lot of work to do, but you have to do these things in moderation and make sure that you're getting rest, that you're relaxing, you're practicing self-care here, and that you are allowing people to help you. Yin is receptive. It's like the queen energy in tarot, where you are supposed to plan, rest, receive help, care, and love. You are having a hard time doing this in the next 6 months here. So do take that into mind. Anything that is out of balance here, or that challenges your mental stability, put it to the side, take care of it the next day, so that you're not getting overwhelmed here. So we went from an 8 to a 2, Miranda, which is going backwards in the numbers, saying that yes, there are some lessons that you will need to learn in the next 6 months. And although there are challenges there, with the 8 card, you have the ability to overcome them, but you're still experiencing some challenges, some difficulty. 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 is completion. So although the pace is picking up, you're going to finish whatever you begin in the next 6 months, and your wishes will be granted at the end of this period. 1 is your overall numerology number, because we go to the smallest digit, the energy of the Magician card in tarot, representing the sign of Aries. So you definitely have power manifestation. You are working on creating a new beginning, but you have to be very mindful about power and control struggles in the next 6 months, where you give your power away, whether it's your own thoughts or other people. and how you let your own personal power influence you. So Miranda, your strongest influences in tarot over the next 6 months, we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. 2 Knight energies. So you are on a level mastery with the knights here. Knight of Pentacles is saying it's going to take a lot of patience. It's going to take a lot of endurance here. But once you finish, when you whatever it is that you've accomplished at the end of the 6-month period is going to be so precious that no one can take it away. So do be patient with yourself and others. With the energy of the Four of Swords, this is peace. This is that rest that you desperately need, that you are avoiding in the next 6 months, Miranda. Ultimately, this is a peace of mind. Swords is air sign energy and tarot representing your mental activity. Like I said earlier, if it is stressing you out, put it to the side. Serenity prayer, pray about it, give it to the higher power, let it go. That's the best way for you to keep your sanity in the next 6 months. The Knight of Cups, Miranda, is asking you to be compassionate towards yourself when you don't hit the mark as you would like. It's going to be challenging. You're looking for perfectionism with that Leo 8 energy. It's not going to happen. Okay. So take your time. Be compassionate to yourself, be understanding, and also try not to reject the people that come to support you emotionally with this Knight of Cups energy. Miranda, thank you so very much for your donation and for joining me. And I pray that your reading resonates. All right. You're very welcome, Miranda. Thank you. All right. Lonnie is next. Lonnie, are you still here? Or are you here at all? I'm not sure if Lonnie showed up today. And for those of you who have just entered in the chat room, please thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel if you have not already, comment, and after I finish the first 5 people, I will go back and update my list. I've got plenty of room on the free reading list, so you all are fine. I don't think that Lonnie is here, which is fine. Ruby, are you still here? Ruby, are you still here? Sade, are you still here? She may not be. No. Okay. Ruby's not here. She may have left. Larissa, are you here? Thank you, Marie. Larissa, are you here? All right, Larissa's here. Great. Thank you so much again for your donation, Larissa. Let's go ahead and look into your high and low frequency messages and then the influence in tarot for your extended reading. All right, Larissa, let's get started with your reading. It's it's always interesting to see people on Thursdays that actually get private consultations, because then like it just continues to build a story. I pray that your reading resonates. Larissa, your high vibration message is time to go. Ooh. And I apologize for the glare, you all. I've got way too many lights here. Time to go in this deck is the number 45, which equals 9, bringing in the energy of the Hermit card and tarot, the sign of Virgo. It could be in your chart, sun, moon, or rising, or you could have a heavy 6th house placement in astrology. If those house and signs do not resonate, 9 is endings for new beginnings. It's also an energy of leadership, independence, and light working. You are on the right path towards your spiritual ascension. You are in the right place to be prepared for the next step on this journey. So keep moving forward. So there are a series of major endings and completions that are happening for you in the next 6 months. This new moon in Gemini energy is going to kickstart that. So definitely be prepared for things to be revealed to you. Doors may close first before things are open, but that is because Spirit is trying to limit the options that you have so that you choose the right path. So look at it that way. 9 is light working. So of course you're going to be coming in contact with some soulmate energy in the next 6 months here, Larissa. Soulmates on my channel is not restricted to only people. It could be a place, a career. It is anything that teaches you a lesson, but not all soulmates are life partners. And with the number 9, Larissa, these soulmates are just exactly that. There are some things, people, career, hobbies, friends, romantic partners that will serve their purpose in this 6-month period. You'll see the difference energetically when you cannot grow with it, whatever it is, or it holds you back. That's where you need to let it go. Your protection message is deep knowing. In this deck, Larissa, it is the number 43. 4 plus 3 is 7, bringing in the energy of the Chariot card in tarot, the sign of Cancer. A 7 in numerology is spiritual ascension. It is the energy of awakening, but it's also using your intuition. And deep knowing means exactly that. You are going to be looking for all of the information to have 100% security in the decisions that you make. You want all the facts, you want all the details, and this is good. But your biggest challenge, Larissa, is the unknown with that number 7. You're going to have to trust in your intuition and some type of faith in that unknown to move forward. And your third eye may be blocked in the next 6 months because this is on your protection side. So this is telling me that you're having a hard time trusting in your own gut. You can't. This is your life. This is your ascension, and you're already on the right path, and you got this far by yourself already. So trust yourself in the future as well. Don't wait till the last minute to make decisions, because you could also have missed opportunities as well with that number 7 energy. Amethyst, definitely carrying it, putting it beside your nightstand and unblock your third eye chakra will help you trust in these gut feelings that you have and these instincts when you need to leave something or when you need to take a calculated risk here. So we went from a 9 to a 7, Larissa, going backwards in our numbers, telling me that, yes, there is a bit of a challenge with you being able to overcome your obstacles in this time period. However, it's 9 plus 7 is 16. 1 plus 6 is 7, your overall numerology number, which is the Chariot card. Chariot is victory over all obstacles. So although it may take you longer than you want, you'll be fine. Be patient, have faith. The month of July also may be very significant for you, Larissa. So in tarot, your strongest energy influences are the 7 of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the 4 of Swords. Sword card energy, the air sign, communication, business, contracts, and exchanges of information, as well as your own mental perceptions, are going to be a big focus for you in the next 6 months, Larissa. With the 7 of Swords, you've got to be honest. There is some challenge with facing difficult truths or expressing these difficult truths. Also, with seeing the reality of a situation or relationship, face the facts, stay realistic. Ace of Pentacles is new money, new career, new ways of bringing prosperity and abundance into your life. There could be a heavy focus on work and family during this time. With the Four of Swords energy, Larissa, peace of mind, you need it. And anything that challenges your peace of mind, you will need to walk away from, because your sword card energy is already challenged. Four of Swords is also an energy of rest and recovery. You could find yourself needing to take some mental health days in the next 6 months, and that is okay. So you may not be as much physically exhausted as mentally exhausted while you work on this work and family thing that is ending for new beginnings to start. Larissa, thank you so very much for your patience, your donation, and for joining me. And I pray that your reading resonates. All right. I was really hoping to see that Ace of Pentacles in your reading, Larissa. New work, new money, and I've been praying for it, and I really do pray that that message resonates with you. Amy, are you here? I don't think Amy's here. For those of you who are waiting to be added, please be patient. I will go back and update my list after this next person. Hey, Ruby. Hey, welcome. I don't think that Amy is here. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right, Ruby, let's go ahead and get started with your new moon in Gemini frequency forward reading. Where I'll be doing your high and low vibration energy numerology messages, and then the strongest influences in tarot. Also, I kind of see some comments here. I am going to be posting my petition for the new moon in Gemini very, very soon. So if you're not following me on social media, follow me so that you can comment to be added to my new moon work that I'll be doing sometime tomorrow. Okay. I like that message. I'm really hoping to see some cup card energies influencing your next 6 months here for you, Ruby. Wow, I'm getting hot. Yep. There's the cup card that I was looking for. What's at the bottom? A pentacle card energy. All right, Ruby, let's go ahead and get started with your frequency forward reading. Your high vibration message for your new moon in Gemini energy is blessed. In this deck, it's the number 22. 2 plus 2 is 4. 2 plus 2 is 4. Bringing in the energy of the Emperor card in tarot, the sign of Aries. And I know where that placement is in your chart. Emperor energy is about power. It is about control. It is about authority here, and the fact that you are in control of your life. You're in control of your vibrations. You're in control of this path and this ascension, and ultimately you are blessed here, is what Spirit is saying. So you can look forward to even more blessings in the next 6 months here. A 4 is security in the high vibration. So if you've been having any type of turbulence with your family, your health, work, wherever this is resonating, things are starting to get stable thanks to this new moon in Gemini energy. 4 also is happiness. It is joy energy. And I see the 4 wands in my head. So there could be reasons for you to celebrate in the next 6 months. I'm not feeling anything bad about this new moon in Gemini energy for you. Your protection message is flexible. And in this deck, Ruby, it is the number 19. 1 plus 9 is 10, bringing in the energy of the Wheel of Fortune in tarot, the sign of Capricorn. Also, this is the number 1 going to the smallest digit, where we have the second Aries energy, the Magician card. So yes, you're blessed, highly favored here. Things are happening that are going to be good road openers for you, opportunities to have more stability in your life. However, with the Wheel of Fortune on your protection side, Ruby, things may not happen as fast as you would like. You're trying to initiate something, manifest something, have things come into fruition, and it is taking some time. Flexible on your protection side is asking you to think outside of the box. In times where there is a perceived delay, ask spirit why, or distract yourself so this doesn't seem like you're waiting for forever. Flexible is also asking you not to have tunnel vision. If there is some type of distraction or some delay or some inconvenience that happens in the next 6 months, spirit is asking you to see the bigger picture. Everything is happening for a reason, and if you're focusing on this inconvenience that is in front of you, you are going to miss the synchronicities to lead you to the right directions, and therefore you may be repeating some lessons, and that is why it takes time for this new beginning to happen. So we went from a 4 to a 10, which is going forward in the numbers for you, Ruby, saying that although there is some potential slowdown with the Wheel of Fortune being on your protection and cautionary energy side, you do have all the resources you need to overcome whatever obstacles you are dealing with over the course of the next 6 months. 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 is your overall numerology number for your reading, Ruby. So the month of May, or in the next 5 weeks, there could be some significant changes thanks to the new moon in Gemini energy for you. So do be expecting that. So the strongest influences for you in tarot, we have the Moon card, the Page of Cups, and the Hierophant. You are most definitely focusing on your home life in the next 6 months. It is going to take majority of your energy, your love, and your time. Hierophant is the 5th card in tarot, and 5 is your overall numerology number. And so there could be some changes in your family structure, some changes that affect your career, that affects your family. It's a domino effect. Whatever happens on the outside will have a direct impact with family and traditions with the Hierophant energy. With the presence of the Page of Cups, Page of Cups is a birth of something new. It is a new beginning. So new offers of love. There are family changes. Both of these cards can combine. If you're trying to expand your family, there's an opportunity for that with the presence of the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is also offers of help, offers of support, making new friendships here, and new ways of emotional bonding. So do be expecting that. The Moon, though, is asking you to face your fears. Moon brings an element of confusion, Pisces energy, where you're not too sure if you're doing the things that are right or if you are moving in the right direction. But that's because your Wheel of Fortune is on your cautionary. Things are just not happening as fast as you would like. So you're starting to question yourself. I wouldn't. You may get triggered from maybe your worst fears or nightmares, especially as it concerns family, expanding your family, creating emotional bonds. But overall, I feel like that when you initiate these changes, they will be good for you in multiple different areas. Thank you, Ruby, so very much for your patience, your donation, for joining me. And I pray that your reading resonates. I was really hoping to see some cup card energy come out. And I like the Page of Cups to come out too. I like the Page of Cups come out. All right. Amy, are you here? Yes. I'm definitely looking forward to doing more readings for you in the future to see about these family changes. And I think we're on the same page. Okay, Amy's not here. Lachelle, are you still here? Hey, Jasmine. Everybody who's talking to me, if you have come into my chat room, if you've submitted a donation or any other changes since I began my readings, please do be patient. I will update my list after I'm done with my 5th person. All right, Lachelle, thank you so much for your donation. Let's go ahead and get started with your new moon in Gemini frequency forward reading. I would not be surprised if the Lover's card showed up in your reading. Or some heavy cup energy. Oh, wow. No cups. Okay. All right, Lachelle, let's get started with your frequency forward reading. Your high vibration message is peace. In this deck, it is the number 23. 2 plus 3 is 5, bringing in the energy of the Hierophant in tarot, representing the sign of Taurus. Taurus may be in your chart, sun, moon, or rising. If that sign doesn't resonate, 5 is change. It is individuality. It is also an energy for creativity and freedom. Peace on the protection side is good. You are starting off your new moon in Gemini energy and the next 6 months in a place where peace is important to you, and anything that threatens your peace and security and your sanity, you're going to be reevaluating why you even need that in your life. 5 is saying that you are going to be making some changes and you're in charge of these changes, and the results of the changes that you are initiating during the 6-month time period is going to be very positive. I felt cup card energy when I was getting a numerology message. So there could be a lot of heart chakra healing with this number 5 peace energy, where you're learning to unconditionally love yourself and others, practicing self-care, self-love, as well as maybe even healing some childhood wounds of feeling nurtured or any triggers of abandonment here with the number 5 and the Hierophant energy. You're going to be getting outside of your comfort zone as well, and you're comfortable with doing that. With the 5 energy on your high vibration side, you're breaking traditions and standards here, and you're fitting your new set of morals and standards to who you are today instead of carrying the old Lachelle with you in the future. That's good. Your protection message is not for you. I've got too many lights. Not for you is the number 6 in this deck here, Lachelle, and 6 brings in the energy of the Lover's card in tarot, which I was also looking for. It's still here. Lover's card is Gemini energy, could be in your sun, moon, or rising. If that sign doesn't resonate, lovers means multiple things in tarot. First is choice. You always have a choice. You're going to be feeling victimized by some things in the next 6 months, or you are going to be feeling like you just don't have very many options. Not for you is saying it is not for you to decide, especially when it concerns other people here. You may have to give some ultimatums, you may have to draw some hard boundaries, but it is going to be up to the other people to decide the direction that you all will take in the future, whether this is a friend, family member, a supervisor, or romantic partner. So do be expecting you needing to maybe give ultimatums or enforce boundaries, and then people maybe even resisting those or taking their dear sweet time with giving you an answer. The second message with the Lover's card here is soulmates. And as I said on my channel, soulmates are not restricted to people. It's anything or anyone that teaches you a lesson. And with the Lover's card on your protection side here, 𝗙𝐿, this is saying that you're definitely dealing with some toxic karmatic partners in the next 6 months. And you are not meant to hold on to these things for life. So again, you need to maintain your peace. You're initiating changes. Kick whoever, whatever that doesn't fit where you're going out of your way. You do have a choice, even if it's only you giving that ultimatum. We went from a 5 to a 6, which is moving forward in your numbers, saying that you do have all the resources that you need to overcome any challenges that'll be presented to you in the energy of your next 6 months. And 5 plus 6 is 11. So 𝗙𝐿, 1111 is the number for spiritual ascension and awakening. So you need this next 6 months. You'll have a lot of tests dealing with karmatic toxic partners and environments, because it is leading you to the next step towards your spiritual ascension. 1111 is also a number for twin flames. So if you believe in that, you most definitely can be dealing with some twin flame issues during this time as well. So your influence in tarot, we have the Ace of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. The sword card energy for you, 𝗙𝐿, is challenged. So this is telling me that communication, contracts, receiving and exchanging information, as well as your mental perceptions, will all be elements of challenge for you in the next 6 months. Ace of Swords is telling me that you're looking for the truth and you're ready to speak the truth. You're going to need new ideas and they will be available to you. But then we move on to the Two of Swords, saying that either you are waiting to get more information before making a decision, or this is an element of feeling stuck in between a rock and a hard place with either words you have to say to other people or just the overall decisions you have to make. And I felt that with the Lover's card being on your protection side, feeling like you don't have the power. You do, you're just confused. The Nine of Wands, it's my personal favorite minor arcana, because this is the energy of perseverance and being resilient in the face of adversities. There are adversities coming your way here. I'm not going to sugarcoat your reading. However, this is the energy of the wounded warrior. No matter how many times life will knock you down, no matter how many soulmates you deal with in the next 6 months here, 𝗙𝐿, you will be able to pick yourself back up with this Nine of Wands here. So don't back down from a challenge, and don't get so lost in a state of mental confusion that you end up giving up on your hopes, yourself, and your dreams. Thank you, 𝗙𝐿, so very much for your donation and for joining me, and I pray that your reading resonates. 𝗙𝐿 says, yes, she's healing, definitely working on some issues with abandonment. She's working on elevating higher, and resilience is my best friend. Oh, absolutely. It is. I love the Nine of Wands energy. It can be challenging, but it really does show the strength of people when it comes out. So you're going to need that strength, but you already have it within you. And I've got faith that you'll overcome whatever you're dealing with in the next 6 months. Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and update my list. Thank you guys so much for being patient. Positive for Life is helping me out. To the people joining, she only does generals on here. Thank you so much, Positive for Life, for assisting me. Luna, Luna, Jasmine. I know Jasmine donated. Luna, Maya, Karen. If you are on my free reading list, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. All I ask is that you are patient in exchange for your free reading and that you are present when it is your time. It can be long. I understand. If you have to leave, that's fine. I just ask that you return before I sign off. If you are a habitual no-show, you will have to be in timeout for a week, and we'll have to wait for a free reading until the next week. Marie donated. Marie. 𝗙𝗏𝗾𝗏𝗏. I will go ahead and say I already have people who are here tonight that are on their last strike. Some of you are already habitual no-shows, and I just have not enforced my ban, but this is the last week. I just ask that you please do be considerate of other people who may need a free reading. If you can't stay, it's fine, but don't be a habitual no-show. May you be, oh Lord. Kiki. And Anna donated. Jasmine donated. Shawnee, did you donate too? Thank you so much, Father for Life. Raven send to email. Okay. Raven send to email. 𝗙𝗏𝗾𝗏𝗏. And if you are on my extended list, please do email me or find me on social media so I know where to send your reading to. Maybe be peaceful. Okay. Okay. Then Malibu. Chilling. Thank you, Positive for Life. Okay. Wow. How did this happen? I have this big old gap at number 10, and I'm going to leave it. Otherwise, it would just not be good. Okay. Bear with me, you all, as I update my list. So I want to make sure I have everybody who has submitted a donation. My list is closed. So if you were here before 9:45 p.m., I will assure that you get a card message. If you've donated, you'll get a card message regardless. Jasmine S., I have you on the extended list. If you would like me to send your message to your email or social media, let me know. Marie, I have you. Anna, I have you on the extended reading list. Shawnee, I have, and 𝗙𝗏𝗾𝗏𝗏, I have you also on the donation list. Both lists are closed. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, welcome. Hey, Wings34. Hey, welcome. Wings34, I'm new here. What do you ask of your viewers to get a mini read or call for? If you want a free reading, all I ask is that you are patient and that you are present when it is and that you are not a habitual no-show. If you are new to my channel, I'm usually here for at least 3 hours. It takes some time, but if you give me your patience, I will give you a quality reading. If you have submitted a donation, you do not have to be here. You can leave, and I'll send you your message separately. Anna Miller. Shawnee, I have you. Jasmine, I have you. Jasmine, I will send yours. I'm trying to make sure I have my list ready before I get started on my readings, because then I'm just going to blow through them. Okay, Anna did not donate. Anna is before Shawnee. Shashika. Hey, Malibu. The list is right here. Brother, move Anna to the free list. She didn't know. Okay, I moved Anna. Thank you so much, Positive for Life. Okay, so the list is now closed. I've got a lot of people here, and I'm way over as I am. Shawnee says, you may take me off the free list as number 8. Yes. Thank you for helping me. Hey, Cheryl. Okay, I've got 27 people on my free reading list. I should have at least 27 likes on this video. It's all I'm asking for, reciprocity, and spirit is watching you is all I have to say. Both my extended list and donation lists are closed. I just finished on my extended list, and now I'm going to move on to my free reading list. I'm taking the first 5 people, and then I'll close out the last people on my extended list, and then everybody on the free list. Thank you guys so much for being patient with me. I'm not sure how many YouTubers are doing, 30 plus readings every Thursday. But if anybody has any suggestions on a way that I can keep you all informed with this type of list, send me a message. I'm open to suggestions, whatever makes this easier for you guys. But I appreciate your patience as I get organized. Maya Hinton is first on the free reading list. Maya, are you still here? Maya, are you still here? Okay, Maya's here. Wings34, one more question. Is it considered a no-show if I'm present and just watching your readings, or is it a no-show if I ask a question to be put in the queue? You are considered a no-show if you are on the free reading list and did not get a card message at the end of the night, and I was not informed that you were leaving, you are considered a no-show. There are no questions on my Thursday readings. They're general and they're theme-based, and the theme is in the description of the video. Lashball says other chats have moderators. Make Positive a mod. Positive didn't want to be a mod. I asked a while ago and they said no. But yes, I am looking for moderators. I'll be working on that. Thank you for the suggestion, Marie. Okay. Hey, Julia. Okay, Maya's here. Let's get started with your reading, Maya. We're going to be focusing on your frequency forward message, your high vibration message for the new moon and Gemini energy over the next 6 months, and the low vibration cautionary message for the next 6 months for you. Okay. All right, Maya, let's get started with your spiritual numerology messages and oracle. So your high vibration message is co-create. And I've got a glare on my cards and I've got too many lights, so you can't see it, and I apologize. But co-create is your high vibration message. And in this deck, it's the number 40. 4 plus 0 is 4, bringing in the energy of the Emperor card in tarot, the sign of Aries. Aries may be in your chart, sun, moon, or rising. If that sign doesn't resonate, security is focusing on your self-worth, your confidence, having a stable foundation in life are going to be the primary focuses for your new moon and Gemini energy during this time. Co-create is asking you to do exactly that. You get what you give. And if you are asking your higher power and praying to try to manifest things to come into your life, but you are not putting in the equal effort, or you don't believe you deserve it, it is going to be challenging for spirit to be able to bless you with this security and stability energy in the number 4. With the Emperor card energy in tarot, Maya, there could be challenges with power and control. You have power or authority in your life, and you're either giving this away or you are abusing it. So definitely do be mindful of your authority in the next 6 months. Co-creation is not only restricted to spirit, it's applies to people here on the earthly realm as well. So there are going to be some people that you're going to need in your life in the next 6 months. And so it is advised that you do not use that emperor energy to push people away with power struggles. You need people on your team. You need people to support you during this time. So although you may have a position above them or some knowledge or information, don't abuse this, or otherwise it messes up the stability in that number 4 energy. Your protection message is round and round. In this deck, it is the number 25, and 2 plus 5 is 7, bringing in the energy of the Chariot card in tarot, the sign of Cancer. 7 on your cautionary sign is a lack of patience. Also, some challenges with faith here. Faith in yourself, faith in divine timing, and faith in humanity. Maya, round and round on your protection side is saying that there is some karmatic lesson that you have not learned that will be returning to you during the 6-month time period. And you are getting a second chance to overcome those obstacles or to learn that lesson or deal with this relationship energy. But there's some challenges associated with it. You cannot lose faith in yourself. Ultimately, when you start to doubt yourself, doubt your intentions here, that's when you start to go off onto the wrong path. When it comes to having faith in other people, co-creation says you need them. So you have to let your guard down and be vulnerable enough to allow people to prove to you that their intentions are good. You're struggling to do this in the next 6 months, so do be aware of that energy. We went from a 4 to a 7, Maya, which is going forward in your numbers, saying that even if there are challenges in this energy in the next 6 months, you do have all the tools and resources you need to overcome those obstacles. 4 plus 7 is also 11. 11 is the number for spiritual ascension and awakening, which is an affirmation that, yes, you're on the right path. You just have a little bit of cleanup to do with these karmatic lessons in the message round and round. 11 is also an energy for soulmates. So you, again, will be dealing with some soulmate energy, and some of them are not as healthy when this round and round message is on your protection side. Thank you, Maya, so very much for your patience and for joining me, and I pray that your reading resonates. With the number 7, Maya, the month of July also may be very significant to you in your life. You may have some changes, or these lessons may be present during that time. All right, Marlene is next, and I know Marlene is here. You are very welcome, Maya. Please do take care of yourself and the baby. And is the baby a boy? Is the baby a boy? Where'd she go? It's a boy! Didn't I tell you? Didn't you have a reading for the gender of the baby? Wasn't a boy? Congratulations, Maya. All right, Marlene, let's get started with your reading. I remember you getting a reading and it said boy in your reading. Marlene, let's see what your high and low vibration energy messages are for your new moon in Gemini reading. All right. Marlene, let's get started with your reading. Your high vibration message is come to the edge. And in this deck, it's the number 36. 3 plus 6 is 9, bringing in the energy of the Hermit card in tarot, representing the sign of Virgo. Maybe in your chart, sun, moon, or rising. 9 is an energy for endings, for new beginnings. And come to the edge is saying that you will need to take a risk and jump into this new beginning that is being presented to you. 9 is saying that you may hesitate with leaving something behind, but it's well overdue. Either this is a job, a hobby, friendship, relationship, it no longer serves you. So it does require you to be courageous and to take that risk to do something that in reality you probably have been waiting to initiate for a long time. With the Hermit card, this is you being independent. So you are going to have to rely on your individual mind and your creative nature when you enter into this new beginning, or to exit stage left in an area that no you. But 9 is also an energy for light working, Marlene. So you will either be connecting with other people on the spiritual path, or where you can get an opportunity for new friendships, or it'll connect you with other people that may need your healing, or you can provide them with some type of advice, being in a leadership and teacher position with the Hermit card energy. So don't feel, Marlene, that just because you've only been on this journey for X amount of time, you're not knowledgeable enough to help other people. Share whatever it is you know. Okay, there are people who've claimed to be on the spiritual journey for 30 years and haven't done a lick of shadow work. So don't compare yourself to your peers if this happens. Your protection message is a never-ending story. And in this deck, it's the number 37. 3 plus 7 is 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 is the Wheel of Fortune in tarot, bringing in the energy of the sign Capricorn. 10 is completion. But for the sake of this reading, we go to the smallest digit, which is 1. Also bringing in the Magician card energy in tarot, the sign of Aries. So we've got 9 were endings for new beginnings on the high vibration, but then we've got the completion on the cautionary energy side, which is saying that don't rush this process. Yes, there are some phases that are ending, but there's no need to rush. You've got 6 months to get this done, so take your time. There's an in-between as well here. As soon as you end one major phase, a new one will begin. So don't expect much reprieve in between your lessons and the changes in the next 6 months. This never-ending story may have something to do with the way that change, or you handle change in your life. Either you have this major period of slowdown where nothing is happening, and then boom, everything is happening and everybody needs you all at once. Just take your time. Okay, you're only one person, you're only one human being. You can only be in control with so many things at once. It's understandable. Just make sure, though, that you're minding your frequency, because with the Magician card energy on your cautionary side, you have the ability to manifest your lower vibrations faster than the higher vibrations. So don't get lost in conflict, confusion, or get discouraged for any reason when you find yourself stuck in between finishing one task and starting a new one. Just don't rush it. So we went from a 9 to a 10, which is showing no blockage in your energy. So whatever challenges you're dealing with, Marlene, in the next 6 months, you will have the tools and resources you need to overcome them. 9 plus 1 is 10. 1 is your overall numerology number, which is good. So that Magician card energy can work in your favor if you keep your frequency high here. Manifestation, creationism, new beginning. Ask and you shall receive. I feel like it's going to be a busy 6-month time period, Marlene, but you have the ability to accomplish a lot in this time as well. The next 7 days or the next 4 weeks with the number 1 may be very significant to you also. Thank you so much for your patience and for joining me, Marlene, and I pray that your reading resonates. Marlene says, Wheel of Fortune, I love that card, and the Magician. And Marlene says, definitely so slow right now. Yeah, right now. But in the next 7 days, that can change. Okay. So, get ready. Marlene also says, wow, and OMG. What that means, but this is resonating. Marlene says, your predictions always come true. Thank you, Marlene, for that affirmation. You're going to be busy, but you'll be fine. All right. Seba, are you still here? Seba, Maka, are you still here? All right, Seba, thank you so much for joining me. Let's go ahead and get started with your new moon in Gemini frequency forward reading. Yes, there's a lot of karma and divine intervention that's happening in your life in the next 6 months here, Seba. So definitely be looking. Keep that in mind here. Okay, let's get started with your reading. Your high vibration message, Seba, is the Fates, and in this deck, it is the number 17. 1 plus 7 is 8, bringing in the energy of the Strength card in tarot, the sign of Leo. Leo, baby, in your chart, sun, moon, or rising. If that sign doesn't resonate, 8 on the high vibration energy is confidence, courage, strength, and abundance. 8 also is the infinity symbol sideways. And with the Fates, this message is saying that there are definitely going to be some strange coincidence and synchronicities that'll be happening in your life, but all of these things will happen at exactly the right time. So you may feel challenged when these things happen at first, because the Fates is usually an energy of the Serenity prayer, where there are some things that may not be in your control, but it is to happen in your favor. 8 is saying be courageous here when it does happen. Synchronicities, you may need to trust in the divine when it comes to making these decisions, but the power really is in your hands, as you are an abundant being, and you can make the necessary changes so that these things aren't affecting you as harshly as you would think. Divine intervention it's happening for a reason, and the synchronicities, even the things that may be inconvenient, really is a blessing in disguise. 8 is also saying that the month of August, or the next 8 weeks, or or even 8 days may be very significant for you, or some major change may happen during this time. So please keep that in mind, Seba. Your protection message is TikTok, and it is the number 30 in this deck. There we go. 3 plus 0 is 3, bringing in the energy of the Empress card in tarot, the sign of Libra. Hey, don't go anywhere. Babe. Hey, can you turn off this light? Thank you. They can't see the cards.
All they need to see is your pretty face.
Thank you. Do you have it? Can you turn it off?
We're going for a manual override.
I apologize, Seb. I'm trying to get the lights turned off. So the Empress card, the sign of Libra, being on your cautionary side, is saying that there could be some blockage in your feminine energy. So either there's a lack of love and support in your life, you're not giving yourself enough self-care and attention, or there are some challenges when it comes to females or people that are passive in the next 6 months. TikTok is divine timing, and you are being challenged with being able to rely on the confidence that spirit has a plan for you, and it is going to require patience here. Libra energy is the scales, and it rules the 7th house of interpersonal relationships. So I am seeing here, Seba, that there other people are playing a factor in your life in the next 6 months, and that there are some karmatic connections that are unavoidable, where there are lessons to be learned, and divine timing playing a factor where you may be feeling a bit powerless here. You have the courage. You're being asked to be brave, and the abundance is on your side, but you're still being challenged here. So there either is a lack of faith in the divine with the blockage in the crown chakra, or even a blockage in the third eye chakra, because I get this energy of just overall confusion here. And it has something to do with people. So take people for who they are in the next 6 months. And that's step one with avoiding being connected with any low vibration karmatic ties that will slow you down here. 3 also on the protection side is saying that you are being challenged with thinking outside of the box, leaving your comfort zone, and just overall anxiety and worry with the instability of the number 3 is an area of caution for you during this time. So we have 8 and a 3, which is going backwards in your number 7. And I already feel this, some difficulty with being able to overcome the obstacles in your life in the next 6 months. But a lot of this is tied to people. And it could just simply be because you can't control what other people do or don't do. So just be expecting that. 8 plus 3 is 11. 11 is spiritual ascension and awakening. So you are on the right path towards your ascension regardless. So even though you're dealing with these karmatic partners, I'm not seeing anybody being so toxic that you won't be able to leave them behind. You can also be dealing with some twin flame issues if you believe in that journey. The month of November may be very significant for you with this new moon in Gemini energy as well. 1 plus 1 is 2. So we got the next 2 weeks, as early as 2 weeks, for these changes to happen. Seba, thank you so very much for your patience and for joining me. And I pray that your reading resonates. Seba says it resonates. Thank you, Sean. I feel like that just take people for who they are, because even in your reading, I was having a hard time understanding the type of energy that you're going to be dealing with. It's like spirit needs you to figure that out, is what they're saying. All right, Shanile, are you here? Seba says, yes, Leo is my twin flame. I'm dealing with him right now. Look at there. That's why I'm not on my twin flame journey. My twin left me 3 years ago, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me. So I will be praying for you as you go on your journey. I am also confused. Yeah. Twin flames will do that to you. Shanile, are you here? Yanni, are you here? Haha, look, it's 10/23. That's my twin's birthday is October 23rd. I see 10/23 all the time. All right, Shanile, thank you for being patient. Let's go ahead and get started with your frequency forward new moon in Gemini reading. I saw Treasure Island. Let's see if it comes out. All right. Shanile, let's go ahead and get started with your reading. So your high vibration message is milk and honey. Oh, that's a little bit better. Milk and honey. In this deck, it's the number 51. 5 + 1 is 6, bringing in the energy of the Lover's card and tarot, the sign of Gemini. It may be in your chart, sun, moon, or rising. It's a new moon in Gemini reading, so this definitely has something to do with that energy. And it's on your high vibration message side. Milk and honey and 6. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And 6 is reciprocity, harmony, balance, karma, and moderation. Milk and honey is asking you to practice gratitude in the next 6 months. You can find things falling into your lap in the next 6 months as well, whether it's help, an answer, money, or whatever it is that will make your life easier. Just in that split second that you give up hope that it will come through, bam, Spirit is going to present it to you. So definitely, Shanile, please do keep your frequency high so that you can get as many blessings and surprises as possible. With the number 6 as well, if you ask people for help, you're going to be getting that support. It is the energy of reciprocity. If people owe a karmatic debt to you, if you've been nice to them, you helped out, put in the extra elbow grease at work, you will be receiving your accolades for that as well. So definitely be looking to be the center of attention, looking to be collecting on some karmatic debts where people may come back to you either to apologize, want to be partner friendship with you, anything that gives you some type of new opportunity to bring balance into your life here with that number 6 energy. Keep that in mind. Shanile, your protection message and energy of caution is clean it up. And in this deck, it is the number 21. And 2 + 1 is 3, bringing in the energy of the Empress card and tarot, the sign of Libra. Libra energy is also balance. So with the number 3 on the protection side, there are some issues with miscommunication. There's also some challenges with being able to get outside of your comfort zone or think creatively when it comes to making some changes or being able to even practice the art of gratitude in times of perceived scarcity in the next 6 months. Cleaning up is saying sweep your own porch first, and you could be very focused on trying to make outside changes in your life in the next 6 months instead of focusing on the inside first. Take care of yourself here. Focus on your own spiritual health, your physical health, your spiritual ascension here. Go to your shadow side, your weaknesses, your vulnerabilities. Address all of those things first before you start to hold other people accountable. You may find through this process that you also don't respect your own boundaries, and that is why you continue to come in contact with people that overstep them. The Empress card on your protection side also shows some potential blockage in your feminine energy. So either you are not taking as good care of yourself as you should, or you're not showing yourself as much love and support here, or although it's offered to you, you are resisting help and support from people here on the earthly plane. So be mindful of those energies also. Shanile, we went from a 6 to a 3, which is going backwards in your number, showing that there is some hiccup with you being able to overcome whatever challenges are presented to you in the next 6 months. And a lot of those are probably stemming from your need to want to keep going and to get everything accomplished in once, causing the stress 3 energy, bringing on anxiety and worry. So if you rest and take breaks and take advantage of your 6 energy, Shanile, harmony and reciprocity, you should not deal with that as much. 6 plus 3 is 9, is your overall numerology number. So the month of September may be very significant for you, or there could be major changes happening in the next 9 weeks. Endings also are happening. So look forward to that energy also. Shanile, thank you so very much for your patience and for joining me, and I pray that your reading resonates. All right, Yanni is still here. After Yanni, I'll be closing out my donation list. Thank you guys so very much for being patient with me. Yanni is next. Let's go ahead and get started with your frequency forward new moon in Gemini reading. Wow. Okay, Yanni, thank you for being patient. Let's get started with your reading. Your high vibration message is peace. Ooh, there we go. In this deck, it is the number 23. 2 plus 3 is 5, bringing in the energy of the Hierophant in tarot, the sign of Taurus. It may be in your chart, sun, moon, or rising. If that sign doesn't resonate, 5 is creativity, it's freedom, and it is individuality. And with peace, you are focusing your energy in the next 6 months with being comfortable in your own skin, knowing that you can make the necessary changes to fit the person that you have become to be instead of who you were in the past. And you're not so much focused on where you can go in the future, but taking your time with yourself in this very moment. Peace is, again, freedom. So you're being more comfortable with being able to give and receive love. You're being more comfortable with stepping outside of your comfort zone. You are also more open to some changes in the next 6 months as well with the number 5 energy. And these changes may be happening with your family structure or your traditions and values with the energy of the Hierophant card. Peace. Do keep in mind that this is important to you. So anything that challenges your peace and serenity here, you will need to evaluate the importance of that in your life. It could be that you are triggered by good things because it is bringing out your shadow side, giving you an opportunity to initiate the changes that are needed so that you can stay on the path towards spiritual ascension. So keep this energy in mind. Your protection message here, Yanni, is go the distance. In this deck, it is the 7, and 4 plus 7 is 11. And 11 is the number for spiritual ascension and awakening, and it is on your cautionary energy side. So what this is telling me, Yanni, is that you definitely have some major lessons towards your awakening happening in the next 6 months. And there may be some obstacles in your way of accomplishing those lessons. The obstacles could be related to twin flames, if you believe in that or are on your journey, or just some overall soulmate energy that you are clashing with. Go the distance is hesitation on the protection side. you've done a lot of work already. And getting is peace, serenity, balance, harmony, feeling comfortable in your skin and your individuality. It took some time for you to get there. Don't go backwards. There's a tendency to go back to your old ways, your old habits, old mindsets here, or go back to things that used to be important to you because of a scarcity mindset. Try to avoid that. You want to move forward in a spiritual ascension. When it comes to soulmate energies, you also need to remember that not all soulmates are life partners. Some are only there for a season. And with all the retrograde energy that we have happening, you could definitely be expecting people from your past to come back during the 6-month time period, yani yani. And they may be coming back for closure, but they also could be coming back to distract you from your highest self and the correct path. So if you already kicked somebody out of the door before, make sure you should kick them back out and put the lock on it. For the sake of this reading, we'll go to the smallest digit, which is 2. 2 also brings in the energy of the High Priestess and Tarot, the sign of Cancer. There are some challenges with trusting in your own intuition and believing in the green lights and red flags that the signals that your higher power will send you. So don't give anything the benefit of the doubt. You've got to take it for what it is here, so as to not slow your own self down with this spiritual awakening that you're going through. So we went from a 5 to a 2 here, going backwards in your numbers, yani yani, saying that yes, there are slight challenges with your ability to overcome any obstacles presented to you in the energy of your reading. 5 plus 2 is 7. It's all a test of faith and patience overall. 7 is a spiritual awakening number also. And it's going to be challenging when it's time for you to get to that next level of elevation in your life. The month of July also for you, yani yani, may be very significant as well. Thank you so much for your patience and for joining me, and I pray that your reading resonates. Yani Yani says, I'm 32 now, so things are completely different now, especially with a child. Oh, yes, absolutely. Yani Yani says, oh, wow. Yani Yani says, oh, wow. Were you talking through my mom today? OMG. We had a deep conversation. This all resonates. Wow. Really? So this reading was just an affirmation for you, Yani Yani. You know, if this is not the first time you're receiving this message and it came from your mom, and now you're getting it from your second Okasan. Okasan means mother. Take it to heart, okay? I think you're doing the right things. We just do not want you to go backwards, okay? Keep evolving. All right, Yani Yani is done. Cy Marie is next. Cy Marie, are you still here? Thank you guys for being very patient with me. Shawnee, are you still here? Joshika Love, are you still here? Cy Marie is here. Thank you so much for joining me. For everyone who has recently joined this live feed, both my extended and free reading lists are closed. Please do like, thumbs up this video, and subscribe to my channel, and make sure that your notification bell is turned on as I do these readings every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And my free reading list is a first come, first service basis. Cy Marie, let's see what your new moon and Gemini energy has for you. Wow. Yeah. The Lovers. I should have said it. I should have just said it. I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised if I saw the Lovers card come up in this woman's reading, and I should have said it. But that's okay. Summary. Let's get started with your new moon in Gemini reading. Your high vibration message is yin. In this deck, it is the number 2, bringing in the energy of the High Priestess and Tarot, the sign of Cancer. Yin is that feminine energy, rest, relaxation, receiving help, receiving love, receiving care, being pampered here, and feeling good about yourself overall. This is where your energy focus is going to be in the next 6 months. So we're focusing on your feminine side. So this could be your duties as a caretaker or provider or supporting partner. You could also be getting a stronger bond with the women in your life or female friends even. Yin and the number 2 is saying that you are going to be having opportunities to build new relationships as well. 2 is pair, partnerships, harmony here. So do be expecting that. 2 is also the number for co-creation and balance. With yin here, you are learning the importance of stop. You are learning the importance of rest, and you are learning the importance of being able to delegate your daily duties and responsibilities when you can. The more breaks and rest you can get, the better. To overexert yourself, to stay in a position of authority, making all the decisions and being in charge for an extended period of time would not be in your favor, because your feminine energy and focusing on that is supposed to be your primary resource at this time with the number 2. So build new friendships, take more breaks during this time. Be mindful of this energy. Your cautionary side, the energy on the protection side, is go the distance. In this deck, it's the number 47, which equals 11, bringing in the Justice card in Tarot, the sign of Libra. And also, for the sake of this reading, we'll go to the smallest digit, which again is 2, bringing in the High Priestess a second time. So I feel we're at a stagnant here, Marie. I am not seeing any major obstacles here, but I'm not seeing like where you're just in the clear, if that makes sense. Like everything will just go easy. So you'll have some off days, but you'll have enough good days to balance it as well, with 2 being on both your cautionary side and your high vibration side. Go the distance on the protection side is the number 11, spiritual ascension and awakening. So yes, you are on your right path, but there still may be some soulmate energy or some type of karmatic debts that still needs to be cleared in order for you to go to the next stage in your life. With the High Priestess on your cautionary side, you need your intuition, you need your divine feminine, but there's a resistance with using and listening to the intuition, and resistance with taking those frequent breaks and practicing self-care. You seem to be your own worst enemy in the next 6 months here, Marie. So keep yourself in check. You're already on the right path, so there's no need to go backwards or to even fear that you would go backwards. Okay, so be mindful. Go the distance is also saying do not hesitate with any endings that need to happen in the next 6 months. Cut it off, let it go, forgive, heal, and move forward so that you can stay on the right path. 2 plus 2 is 4. It's your overall numerology number. The next 4 weeks, there could be some significant changes that happen thanks to the energy of the new moon in Gemini energy. 4 is also security and insecurity. So there's some triggers with scarcity and insecurities, but you're going to get that balance of stability as well, with 2 being on both sides. So not anything that's incredibly challenging for you during this time. It's the soulmate energy that may be questionable. So the strongest influence for you in tarot sign reading, we've got the Tower card energy, the Lover's card, and the Knight of Cups. Definitely anything you have an emotional connection to is going to be the primary focus for you. In addition to your own self-love and care, your emotional connections are going to take a lot of your energy and focus in the next 6-month period. The Tower is saying that anything that is unstable that is not working is going to come down, whether you want it to or not. So take advantage of your own personal power and initiate those changes, or remove that soulmate energy before the Tower in the universe does it for you. The Tower can also be in a high vibration energy of surprises. 16th card in tarot equals 7, faith. If your faith has been tested in some area in your life, especially with your emotional connections, by keeping the faith, you could be getting a blessing here. The Lover's card, soulmate energy. You be coming in contact with a potential life partner, something or someone that'll be with you for a long time, that's meant to grow with you. Or you could be cutting cords with toxic energy, or people that have been dealing with toxic energy with the Lover's card. The Knight of Cups is recovery. So any type of turbulence you have in your relationships, your friendships, you're getting an opportunity to mend them. Knight of Cups also is offers. So you could be getting some proposals, receiving help, receiving care here with the Knight of Cups as well. People from your past may come back during this time to ask for forgiveness, or you just may get some second chances for healing emotional connections in the next 6 months also. You're your own worst enemy. You will stop yourself from having some blessing here because of head over heart decisions, or not trusting your third eye and your gut decisions. I feel more positive about the Tower card energy than negative. I think this Tower may be some surprise that happens, and with 4 being your overall numerology number, this could happen in the next 4 weeks. Marie, thank you so very much for your donation, your patience, and for joining me. And I pray that your reading resonates. He says, yes, probably his divorce. I got my emotions going crazy, so I'm trying to focus on my candle business. Yes, candle business. Lash Boss has a candle business, you all. I'm not sure if you've set up your official business page, but as soon as you do, let me know and I will share it with my audience. Lashball says, you told me don't lose my hope, that justice will be served, and that I needed to heal the loss of my son. Yes, ma'am, absolutely. It has been tested, but the Tower card, I felt positive about it. The things that have been trying to crumble down for at least the last 7 months are finally ending. And there's a blessing that's happening with this Tower. So push through. This is like the last leg, okay? And Lashball says, not yet. I'm waiting on my logo to come. Okay. As soon as your logo comes, let me know so I can share your business with my audience as well. Hey, Julia, the list is not open. Both lists are closed. Shawnee, are you still here? 𝗙𝗿𝗲𝗾𝗂𝗏, love, are you still here? Shawnee, Jashika, Shawnee may have left. Okay. All right. No Jashika love either. Thank you guys so much for being patient with me. Okay. No more extended readings. This should go a little bit faster. Jasmine is a donation. Lizelle is next. Lizelle, are you still here? Positive for Life is here. Lizelle, are you here? Sage, are you here? Positive for life. Let's go ahead and get started with your new moon in Gemini reading. Lash Boss says that was awesome. I need to stop being so hard. Yes, on yourself. You are your own worst enemy, because it was like, I don't feel anything wrong with this energy, but yet there's something wrong. So this maybe some inner doubt that you may be having here. Oh, Shawnee is here. Okay. Hey, Luna. Shawnee's here. And then we will take care of positive for life. Lizelle's here too. Okay. There may be a delay in my chat, and I apologize. Please do not feel like I'm rushing you to respond. Shawnee is next. I'll go ahead and do Shawnee's extended reading. If 𝗙𝐿𝗲𝗾𝗂𝗏 Love is not here, after Shawnee, it will be Lizelle and then positive for life. Thank you guys so much for being patient. Shawnee, let's get started with your reading. Yes. Wow. Yes. Okay. Shawnee, let's go ahead and get started with your reading. So your high vibration message is time to go. In this deck, glare. In this deck, it's the number 45. 4 plus 5 is 9, bringing in the energy of a Virgo, the Hermit card and tarot. 9 is light working here. And time to go is saying you have finished a major phase with your spiritual ascension, and it is time to accept the next blessing. But you have to make room for anything that's new to come in by leaving something else behind. Time to go is asking you not to hesitate. You may have already been planning to move forward, make this change, move, change careers, separate from a partner relationship, whatever it is. Push through, complete this with a number 9. 9 is also an energy for independence. So you could definitely be finding yourself being your biggest supporter and cheerleader in the next 6 months, especially with these endings and changes that'll be initiated during this time. Time to go also is asking you to take it one day at a time. You may have an end goal and not know how to get there, and it's not your job to worry about that. The Spirit is going to continue to lay this path in front of you as you go on. So instead of trying to think so far into the future, just take it one day at a time. By setting small goals until you get to your big ones, this will help you with being discouraged on your journey in spiritual ascension and awakening with the 9 light working energy. Your protection message for the new moon in Gemini is TikTok. In this deck, it's the number 30, which equals 3, bringing in the energy of the Empress card and tarot, the sign of Libra. TikTok is divine timing, and you are getting frustrated in the next 6 months when it comes to divine timing. You're ready here. 9 is on your high vibration side. So you're ready to get moving. You're ready for the new beginning. You're ready to leave things behind. You're ready to start this new path. But spirit is saying not just yet. So there could be some triggers or dealing with people and events from the past where you've already learned the lesson. It may come back to you, and it's because spirit wants to just make sure that you're not going to go backwards before it gives you this blessing in the 10 energy that you'll be accomplishing once you move forward. A TikTok is also asking you to see the bigger picture. Delay and rejection is a divine protection, and everything is happening for a reason. And when you are feeling confused or lost, it is that time that you need to be asking for support and synchronicities from your higher power to just give you that thumbs up that, yeah, you may be a little bit confused or having tunnel vision, but you're still on the right path. With 3 on your cautionary energy, Shawnee, worry, doubt, and anxiety are your primary blockages in the next 6 months. 3 is also indecision. So I feel like this indecision may have to do with options, either indecision because you've got a lot of different options, or because of a perceived lack of options. And it may have something to do with the divine timing. I would not rush it. Take advantage of the 6-month period with these endings that need to happen, and do expect some type of delay wherever this is resonating. So your strongest influences in tarot, Shawnee, we have the 10 of Swords, the 3 of Cups, and the 4 of Swords. So the Sword card energy is the strongest here, which is telling me that your mental perceptions, your ability to be creative, communications, business deals, and contracts are going to be the primary focuses for you in the next 6 months. A 10 of Swords is some type of ending here. It is a cord cutting. So this could be you clearing past life debts, karmatic debts, people that owe you may be dealing with in the next 6 months, especially during the Mercury retrograde period. This is being cleared for good with the 10 of Swords, but it usually comes after some type of challenge. Either the challenge is miscommunication, the challenge could be an argument, or just overall difficulty with being able to come to a conclusion or initiate a conversation. It will be necessary here in order for you to keep your stability and peace of mind with the energy of the 4 of Swords. You may also have to learn to love things unconditionally from a distance here, Shawnee, in the next 6 months. And you may decide to put something on hold, or to put some type of barrier between you and someone else or something else that just overall stresses you out. With the energy of the 3 of Cups, there could be a focus on children, friends, or siblings, as well as either the source of this conflict or this challenge, with the number 9 endings over the next 6 months here. Definitely do not rob yourself of joy because of stress and anxiety with the Sword card energies here. And the number 3 being on your cautionary side. You need to still make time for fun. You may feel like that time is scarce. So put it in your schedule to do something that you enjoy in the next 6 months here. Thank you, Shawnee, so very much for your donation, your patience, and for joining me. And I pray that your reading resonates. Yeah. A lot of communication, a lot of talks here for you, but it'll the end result is something that is better for you. You're moving into a situation and energy that is just much better with time to go. Shawnee says, okay, I think the comments are lagging. Yes, the comments may be lagging, and I apologize for that. Okay. Lasselle's next. Laselle, thank you for being patient. I wonder if this will work. No. It's dead. So Stephen bought me this really cool lighter, you all, and I can't keep it charged for anything. Shawnee says this all makes sense to me. Thank you. Thank you, Shawnee, for letting me know that your reading resonates. Thank you. Babe, I can't get this thing to charge.
I'll figure it out later.
Okay. Wait, how does this work?
Just press it.
Oh. Oh, baby, yes, this is much better.
I told you.
Thank you. Now look at this. Oh, you can't see that. Can you see that? It's like electric or something. Plasma. Steven says, how does it recharge?
It's on the bottom. Take it out of the case.
Take it out of the case? Oh no, baby. You see, that's complicated. You'll have to show me after my readings.
I'll show you.
After my readings. Thank you. All right, Lizelle, let's get started with your reading. Okay. Lizelle, let's get started with your reading. Thank you for being patient. So your high vibration message is orphaned. And in this deck, it is the number 5. Bringing in the energy of the Hierophant in tarot, the sign of Taurus. Taurus may be in your chart, sun, moon, or rising. If that sign does not resonate, 5 is change. And the only thing that is constant and guaranteed in our life is change. And with it being on your high vibration side, you are okay with this. It's time for this change. Orphan is isolation. You're going to get many opportunities to be with yourself during the 6-month time period, either because you purposely barricade yourself and decide to stay inside, stay away from people just to protect your energy overall, or because the way that life unfolds, you just find yourself with some time on your hands. Lizelle, what Spirit wants you to do is focus on this inner work that you need with Orphan. You may find yourself making a lot of life changes overall, and you could be dealing with separation of people you have an emotional connection to who may not completely understand the decisions that you are making or the reasons why. 5 is individuality as well. And anything and anyone that loves you unconditionally, even if they don't understand the plans you have for yourself, respects your boundaries, respects your decisions, and will support you unconditionally. If you find yourself dealing with resistance from people you have an emotional connection to during this time with those changes, you will be evaluating the necessity of that relationship in your life. Also with Orphan, you get it's time for some spiritual healing. So do be expecting some type of triggers when it comes to your own insecurities. You're getting an opportunity to just heal them and rise above it here. Initiate that change on your own. On your protection side, Lizelle, we have to the sea. And there's a glare. I apologize. To the C is the number 7 in this deck. 7 brings in the energy of the Chariot card in tarot, the sign of Cancer. 7 on the cautionary side is a lack of patience and a lack of faith. Also, you may be questioning, what to do with the spiritual journey as well. To the C is saying that you will be experiencing some times of turbulence here, and it will all be a test of your faith. So with these changes that you are initiating, do be expecting things to maybe not go exactly as planned, okay, especially where other people are involved. 7 is requiring patience in this process. So yes, you're going to be able to get to the other side, reach your end goal. It just may take you a little bit longer than you expect. To the C also wants you to give your worries to the divine. There most definitely are going to be things that are not within your control. And the ultimate test for you, Lizelle, in this time period is to let that go and to not put your energy into those things that you cannot change. And once you put that faith in your higher power, that's when you'll start seeing things moving if there is some period of delay in the 6 months time period. Lizelle, we went from a 5 to a 7, which is going forward in our numbers, which is saying that even if you deal with some obstacles in the next 6 months, you will have the tools that you need to overcome them. And that's indicated by the Chariot card energy on your cautionary side. That's a card of success and victory, regardless. 5 plus 7 is 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 is your overall numerology number, bringing in the energy of the Empress card in tarot. Empress is all about the divine feminine, and it's about you in this next 6 months. Your needs, your wants, your self-care, your emotional security is the primary focus. You also could be focusing on your family or your position as a caretaker, parent, or a supporting partner in this time period as well. 3, your overall numerology number 3, you could be having some major changes happening in the next 3 weeks. Or you can be getting more time to be by yourself in the 3-week period as well. Thank you, Lizelle, so very much for your patience and for joining me. And I pray that your reading resonates. All right, Positive for Life is next. Positive for Life. Let's go ahead and look into your new moon in Gemini reading. I'm focusing on your high frequency vibration numerology message, the area of caution with your protection message, and looking at your overall numerology number and seeing where and when you may have these major changes happening. Yes. That card tried to jump out. I should have just let it jump out. Wow. 11 has been on the cautionary side for a lot of people. So there definitely is some challenges with all of us going to the next phase of this ascension here. And it is probably because of these retrogrades that we are all experiencing as a collective. Positive for Life, let's get started with your reading. Your high vibration frequency message is come to the edge. And in this deck, it is the number 36. 3 plus 6 is 9, bringing in the energy of the Hermit card in tarot, the sign of Virgo. It could be in your chart, sun, moon, or rising. If that sign doesn't resonate, 9 is independence. And you are being challenged to be confident in your own independence with taking a risk. If there is something that you've been putting off or hesitating, even in the last 9 months, even, you are getting the opportunity to go ahead and initiate that with that 9 energy. Is also a number for light working, which is showing that you are on the right path for your spiritual ascension. However, there needs to be some endings before new beginnings can start. But those endings won't happen if you do not take a risk here and step outside of your comfort zone with the message come to the edge. With the number 9, the month of September could be very significant for you with this new moon in Gemini energy, or you could be getting some opportunity to take a risk as early as 9 days or by September here. Your protection message in this deck is to be fair. And in this deck, it's the number 38, which equals 11. And the 11th card in tarot is the Justice card energy, bringing in the sign of Libra, which also may be in your chart. 1111 is spiritual ascension and awakening, and you have it on your protection sign, which is saying that you definitely have some major lesson that needs to be learned to either clear some type of karmatic debt or work on moving towards your soul's journey. But something is in the way. To be fair, the first message Spirit is telling me is that you are too nice, and you cannot always give everything the benefit of the doubt, even when you see the potential good in a person, a career, or an event. You have to take things for who they are. To be fair is asking you to be honest with yourself and others during this time, but do not expect honesty in return. Okay, so you're going to have to use your intuition and do some digging and ask a lot of questions to get the clarity that you need from other people. Also, 1111 is a twin flame number. If you're on your twin flame journey or believe in that, you could be dealing with twin flame issues. Definitely some soulmate energy that are only here to teach you a lesson and not here to be with you for life. So don't be too nice. It's going to hurt you in the next 6 months. Okay, if your gut feeling tells you something isn't right, even if you cannot explain it positive for life, you just need to back away. And when you give it just that little bit of time, Spirit will reveal to you why you're getting those feelings, so that way you're not involved in situations or relationships that slow you down towards your spiritual ascension. For the sake of this reading, we are going to go to the smallest digit, which is 2, also bringing in the energy of the High Priestess card in tarot, where that intuition in your third eye plays a factor. But the High Priestess card also is an energy of prayers. And on the cautionary side, you could start to lose doubt that your prayers will be answered because things are not happening as fast as you would like it to. Please do not doubt this process. Everything happens for a reason. And in whatever delays that will happen to you, positive for life, I would definitely blame it on the retrogrades. We've got 4 planets retro. Venus is retro, Pluto's retro, Jupiter's retro, Saturn's retro, and then Mercury's about to go retrograde. I mean, it's only so much that you can do with that type of energy. So just be patient with yourself in this process. So positive for life, we went from a 9 to a 2, actually, which is going backwards in your numbers, showing that yes, there is some challenge with you being able to take a risk or to step outside of your comfort zone or to feel comfortable in your own independent mind with whatever stages it is that you're entering in the next 6 months. A 9 plus 2 is 11, and 11 is a master number. It is the double vibration of 1, of creationism and manifestation. So you are actively in a period of manifestation currently. So you, especially positive for life, need to mind your frequency. Try to stay in high vibrations as much as possible, because you are going to be discouraged in this time frame, and it's just really a test of strength here. You need to have faith in yourself. 1 plus 1 is 2, which is your overall numerology number for this reading. Even as early as the next 2 weeks, could you be getting this opportunity to take a risk or step outside of your comfort zone here? So do be looking for that, and that's all a product of new moon and Gemini energy. Positive for Life. Thank you so very much for helping me as you always do. I'm not sure if you follow me on social media or Facebook, or if you have my email, but I think I've got your email. Reach out to me, because you are always helping me on Thursday, and it means a lot. So I would like to gift you a free reading. So if you could send me an email, we'll get that set up for you. Okay. I appreciate you so very much, and I do pray that your reading resonates. Positive for Life says, I recently started reading the Bible. Yes, I will take the risk. And yes, I am a Libra. There you go. I read the Bible. I use my Psalms in my root work. Positive for Life also says, I'm starting to be honest and watch my deliverance. I have been too young. You are too nice. A few days ago, all in one day, Cardinals were big. You shut up, Cardinals. Oh my gosh. I have been seeing Cardinals like freaking crazy. Like 5, 6 in a day. Like so many birds, no matter where I'm at. And I'm moving to a different city. And even when I go to a different city, I see these freaking red birds everywhere. It does mean something, and it is very good. And you are on the right path. You've got to trust that. Stop being so nice. And I got choked up because I'm like, oh my gosh, synchronicity. You know, you're doing the right thing. And I've got faith in you to be able to take the risk that you need. And the delays did start. I'm prepared. I'm doing it because people are testing me, but I'm learning to avoid it. You have to stay. Your name's Positive for Life. Stay that way, because with that massive number in your favor, you could definitely move mountains with your energy. And please do not forget to send me an email, because I would really like to gift you a free reading for helping me, as you always do on Thursdays. Sage, let's go ahead and get started with your reading. Wow. All right. Sage, it's your turn. Let's get started with your new moon in Gemini frequency forward reading. So your high vibration message is deep knowing. And there's still the glare there. I apologize, you guys. These are glossy cards. Deep knowing is the number 43 in this deck, which equals 7, bringing in the energy of the Chariot card in tarot, the sign of Cancer. Cancer may be in your chart, Sage, sun, moon, or rising. If that sign doesn't resonate, your intuition is popping. Third eye is popping in the next 6 months. So migraines, headaches, waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, do be expecting it. And it is because you're elevating, Sage. You're elevating here. You're going from an empath to clairvoyancy. So that means that you're going to be getting a lot of synchronicities and coincidences, numbers everywhere, hearing music, seeing things. It's happening. And it's because Spirit is testing you to strengthen your psychic abilities. Deep knowing is asking you to trust in your intuition. You are right. And the more you start trusting in your gut feeling, Sage, the stronger of a clairvoyant you become. You are learning how to separate your energies from the energies of others. Instead of being in toxic environments and then leaving feeling drained, you know how to clear that negative energy from your space. You are aware that you are not the cause of this low vibration, and you know that it is not your problem. So you may be dealing with some soulmate energies where people are coming to test you, to drain you, and to use you in the next 6 months, Sage. And with testing your third eye, you're not going to be wasting your time on these people. They're going to be asking you for help. So do be paying attention in the next 6 months, Sage, for anybody that asks you for your time, energy, love, or money. Ask questions first before just willingly giving yourself to these people or these entities, because you may find out that there are ulterior motives, or whatever it is that they're asking for in the first place really is not necessary. 7 is faith. It is the number for spiritual awakening, and you are awakening. You are finally graduating from an empath to a clairvoyant. So, load up on your Excedrin. If you take Excedrin, be prepared to be putting on your shades because of migraines, and get as much sleep as you can when you can. Your protection message, Sage, is milk and honey. And in the seconds, the number 51. A 5 plus 1 is 6, bringing in the energy of the Lover's card and tarot, the sign of Gemini. I could already feel this with the deep knowing and the fact that you are graduating from an empath to a clairvoyant. And when that happens, when empaths start to get smart, energy vampires and toxic people get scared. And they come because they feel they're losing that connection. Milk and honey in the number 6 is asking you to maintain balance and reciprocity in your life. And anything that does not show you that mutual appreciation and gratitude, please do evaluate why you even need it in your life. Milk and honey in the number 6 is saying that you're going to be focusing a lot on your own weaknesses and your own vulnerabilities, instead of giving yourself credit for where you've come from and the strength that you've needed to become the person you are today. 6 is also an energy of moderation. You are going to have to step away and learn to love unconditionally and protect yourself first when you are feeling drained. Milk and honey is scarcity on the protection side. So you're going to be questioning the people that you're dealing with. Because you're dealing with so many challenging energies, you're going to be wondering who actually is there that is genuine. This soulmate energy does not always last. Yes, you'll be involved in people and careers and events that are only there to teach you a lesson for a short period of time, but not everything is meant to leave you. There are going to be things that will grow with you in due time. It's just up to you to trust in your intuition to be able to discern the difference between the two. Sage, we move from a 7 to a 6, which is going backwards in your numbers, showing that there is some slight blockage with you being able to overcome any obstacles that you're dealing with over the course of the next 6 months. But I feel like a lot of that has to do with the tugging of your heartstrings and any doubts that you have with trusting in your own intuition. If you believe in yourself and if you listen to the red flags the first time that spirit shows you, you will save yourself a lot of time and grief. 7 plus 6 is 13. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 is your overall numerology number, bringing in the energy of the Emperor card and tarot, the sign of Aries. You could be seeing these changes happening to you in the next 4 weeks with this new moon and Gemini energy, or the lesson or the soul mate here that teaches you a lesson may present itself within the next month. Sage, thank you so very much for your patience and for joining me as always. And I pray that your reading resonates. Sage says, yes, I definitely feel when I'm being tested. My father has just now tried to contact me despite not being there for me when I needed him. So I feel like this is what I need to watch out for. Yes, I'm telling you, people will come out of nowhere. Mercury retrograde, you can expect people from your past that were toxic to come back. And it's just spirit trying to make sure that you're not going to go backwards. Okay. Sean donated. I will make sure she gets her reading. Luna's next. Luna, are you here? Maya, are you here? Garrett? I've got 9 people in the room. And a lot more than 9 on my free reading list. Luna is here. Maya is here. If you are here, please do let me know so I can make sure that you get your readings. Jelly is here. Thank you. Luna, let's get started with your reading, and then Maya will take care of you. I truly do appreciate everybody's patience. Finally. Wow. Yes, Luna. Okay. Luna, let's get started with your frequency for New Moon and Gemini reading. So, congratulations, Luna. You are on the right path towards your spiritual ascension and awakening. Your high vibration message is breathe. And you might not be able to see that because of the glare. In this deck, it's the number 29, and 2 plus 9 is 11. And 1111 is the number for spiritual ascension and awakening, and it is finally present on the high vibration side, which is an affirmation, Luna, that you have passed a lot of the major tests and lessons needed for this stage in your ascension. So you should give yourself a pat on the back. Breathe. Your next 6 months, your peace, serenity is all that matters. Meditation, doing chakra healing, focusing on your spirituality here, getting connection with your spirit guides and your ancestors, chanting mantras. All of this is what you're going to be focusing on in the next 6 months. Breathe means exactly that. It's my WWYO card. You may be triggered to either react from an emotional reaction to say something or to do something. I feel like you're going to pass these tests here, Luna, definitely. So even if the triggers come out of the woodwork, X's come back during your Mercury retrograde, you are unbothered. You are unbothered. The 11th card in tarot is the Justice card, where balance and harmony is the most important to you. And I do see you being able to maintain this within yourself despite any chaos that's happening on the outside here. For the sake of this reading, a 1 plus 1 is 2, bringing in the energy also of the High Priestess card in tarot, representing the sign of Cancer. A High Priestess is the energy of the empath that graduates to clairvoyancy. And 2 is also a number for balance, co-creation, and harmony. So High Priestess is spirituality. I'm telling you, Luna, whatever you've been doing in this time frame with your ancestors, they are very pleased with you. Continue to speak to your spirit guides. They hear you. Ask and you shall receive. Working on your spiritual health is the best place where you need to focus your energies and your intentions on with this new moon and Gemini energy. So bravo. Your protection message, Luna, is yin. And this deck is the number 2. 2 is the High Priestess in tarot. So we've got a 2 on either side, which is stagnation. So I'm not seeing any major challenges and difficulties, but I'm not seeing any major changes either. Yin on the protection side, Luna, is telling me that you are feeling so good about your spiritual ascension and you're feeling so proud of yourself that you refuse to take a break. You have to in the next 6 months. Yes, you have the ability to overcome your obstacles. Yes, for the most part, spirit is not going to be throwing you for a loop or putting you through anything too turbulent. However, you still have to stop, Luna. You still have to ask for help. You still need to be cared for and to receive nurturing. Do not abandon any practices of self-care, and do not abandon the company of others with the number 2, balance and harmony, while you are focusing on your spiritual awakening. Yin is also that feminine energy on the protection side, showing some potential blockage on the feminine side for you. And that's probably because you've got a lot going on. You'll be in inertia, you'll be in positions of authority, you'll be making a lot of decisions, or you'll be in charge of something. Just make sure you take breaks, okay? That'll keep you from feeling or overwhelmed and keep you in balance. So 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 is your overall numerology number, bringing in the energy of the Emperor card in tarot, the sign of Aries. A stability here, harmony, clear foundation, clear goals here. All of these are where you can put your intentions with the new moon in Gemini energy. And I overall am not feeling anything too challenging for you with the energy at this time. Luna, thank you so very much for your patience, for joining me, and I pray that your reading resonates. Luna says, oh my gosh, 1111. Yes, congratulations. Luna, you've been putting in the work. You've been putting in the work, and your spirit guides are pleased, very pleased, very pleased. I'm taking power naps, which helps a lot. Yes. When you go through an awakening, it's almost like a growth spurt. So when you feel tired, do rest, okay? Hey Joshika, hey, welcome. Did you submit a donation earlier? I have you on my extended reading list, but I am not sure. Yes, you did. Hey, happily ever after, welcome. Yes, there is a list, and unfortunately it is closed. I start my readings at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and the free reading list is a first come, first service basis. I also have extended reading lists by donation only, and that list is closed. But if you like this video, subscribe to my channel and make sure your notification bell is on. I do these readings every Thursday, and you can get your reading then, but it is a first come, first service basis. Maya's next. Okay, Joshika, thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead and do Maya's reading, and then Jelly, and then I will get to yours. You did not miss your reading. Maya, let's go ahead and get started with your reading. Yes. I would not be surprised if regeneration showed up as a protection message for you. Ooh. I felt a Wheel of Fortune energy, and regeneration is the number 46 in this deck, which is a 10. And I was looking for a 10, and I got a 10. All right, Maya, let's get started with your reading. Your high vibration message is new life, and in this deck, it is the number 39. 3 plus 9 is 12, bringing in the energy of the Hanged Man in tarot, the sign of Pisces. Pisces may be in your chart, your sun, moon, or rising. If that sign doesn't resonate, new life means exactly that. For the sake of this reading, we will also go to the smallest digit where 1 plus 2 is 3. Also bringing in the energy of the Empress card in tarot, the sign of Libra. So we have Pisces and Libra zodiac sign energies for you, and the overall number 3 on the high vibration side. New life. It's time. You're in this new energy. You're in a new beginning. If you haven't initiated it, Spirit is making way for you to start over and to begin something new here with the message New Life, Maya. You, you are vulnerable though. With these new beginnings here, try to take your time. Know that this is not a process and needs to be rushed here. But with that number 3, you got to have fun with it. 3 is joy, love, happiness, friendship here. Also an energy of youth and vitality. The Spirit is saying you're going to be getting an opportunity to have some fun in the next 6 months and to use your creative juices with network, dealing with other people, to be able to form other social groups and connections that make that path for this new life that you're having. There could be multiple areas that are having the domino effect of changes in the next 6 months, thanks to this new moon in Gemini energy for you, Maya. And overall, it is going to be good. With the presence of the hangman in your high vibration energy, do be mindful that there may be some delays, but during those delays, you're being asked to use the creativity and the number 3 energy and the Empress energy in tarot to treat yourself, boo. Treat yourself. You've come this far. You deserve more than just a cookie. Go out, buy you something nice. Invest in something that may be pricey, that you wanted for a long time. Whatever it is where you are the primary beneficiary, do that. Put your time, energy, and money into that while you're waiting for things to develop with the new life energy. Maya, your protection message is Unfinished Symphony. And in this deck, it is the number 10. 10 is the Wheel of Fortune in tarot, bringing in the energy of the sign of Capricorn. 10 is completion. But for the sake of this reading, we will also go to the smallest digit, which is 1. Also bringing in the energy of the Magician card in tarot, the sign of Aries. So we've got endings and the new beginnings. Unfinished Symphony on the protection side, though, Maya, is saying that although your new life here is energy is here, some things from the past or triggers from the past may rear its ugly head, simply to distract you here. Almost like you're being pulled back into like this level of uncertainty and toxicity and unhappiness here, just to tempt you. Don't let it tempt you. 10 is completion, which means that you've already learned the lessons here. This means that you've already been through whatever with this energy that's coming back to you. So if it's just a trigger or a reminder, do not let it distract you from where you are going, Maya, because you are still going to be able to move forward as long as you don't hold yourself back. Unfinished Symphony may have to do a lot with your own shadow work. And if there are some things that are unhealed within you, be expecting that to come back up to the surface for the healing. So we went from a 3 to a 1, which is showing that there is some slight blockage in your energies ability to overcome all the obstacles presented to you in the next 6 months. But 3 plus 1 is 4, your overall numerology number, which 4 is stability, harmony, and a stable foundation. So although there are some type of blips, I feel like ultimately, Maya, it is you that's your own worst enemy. The people and the things in the back from the past are only triggers and distractions, and as long as you can convince your mind that you will be victorious, you will indeed succeed wherever it is that you are resonating with this reading. The next 4 weeks, something significant may be happening, or you may feel this new life opportunity in that 4-week time period as well. Maya, thank you so very much for your patience and for joining me, and I pray that your reading resonates. Maya says, wow, I'm moving next month. Look at there. Maya's moving. Congratulations. I honestly never do anything for myself. And Capricorn is your moon sign. That's why you never do anything for yourself, Capricorn moon. Stop it. You've got Saturn in your moon energy. So moon is our feminine energy of what makes us feel good. And Capricorn is like, you don't need anything that makes you feel warm and fuzzy. We need to be cold and hard with that Saturn energy. No, treat yourself, boo. It's time. You deserve it. Okay? And a Virgo sign. You're really not doing anything for yourself. God, dog. You are indeed your own worst enemy with all that earth energy. You can't do that. You deserve everything that is good. So please do treat yourself in this 6-month time period, and try not to look for perfectionism, Miss Virgo. I know it's hard. I also have a Virgo house stellium, but nobody's perfect, and that is okay. All right, Joshika love. Maya hates feelings. Oh, I know. She's Capricorn moon. My moon is conjunct Saturn, so I can be pessimistic sometimes also. All right, Jelly, let's get started with your reading, and then I'll take care of Joshika. Jelly, let's see what your high and low frequency messages are for the new moon in Gemini energy. And let's see if we can get some significant dates for you. Ooh. Hey, no. Hey, Jelly, let's get started with your reading. I'm ready to give you this message. Your high vibration message here is changing the wind. Jelly. And this card in this deck is the number 12, bringing in the energy of the hangman in tarot, the sign of Pisces. Pisces can be in your chart, sun, moon, or rising. For the sake of this reading, we will go to the smallest digit, which is 3. Also bringing in the energy of the Empress card in tarot, the sign of Libra. A change in the wind means exactly that. Change is coming, and it may even be overdue. And so you could be hearing either some news or receiving information, especially if you've been waiting to get some news, or having some major life-changing conversation here as early as the next 3 weeks with the number 3 on your high vibration side. It's good. Whatever it is, invite it into your life. 3 is asking you to think outside of the box. So you could maybe have an idea of how you expect to receive this news, or what somebody may say, or you may already have a set course of action planned. Changing the wind is going to be refreshing, and so you may expect the unexpected, but it is ultimately good for you. The number 3 is also asking you to get outside of your comfort zone, be creative, and have fun with it here. Jelly. 3 is communication, it's creativity and joy. If you have been experiencing some turbulence, you could be getting the answers or some type of relief also as early as 3 weeks with change in the wind. Your protection message here, Jelly, is no place like home. And in this deck, it's the number 5, bringing in the energy of the Hierophant in tarot, the sign of Taurus. 5 is change, and it's on your protection side. No. Change is good for you, and it is the only thing that is constant in our life. So to resist these changes would not be in your favor. No Place Like Home is saying that you're going to do exactly that. You're going to do everything possible to maintain the status quo. You don't want change, even if it's something that is positive. For whatever reason, you are on the defense with No Place Like Home on your protection side, Jelly. You want to either stay inside, whatever routine, relationship, job, hobby, friendship that you're dealing with, it's familiar, and you like that security that familiarity gives you. But this change, I'm telling you, is good. So please do invite it and don't be resistant to it. If you are the one that has to give this news, or you are initiating the change with No Place Like Home on your protection side, Jelly, you could be expecting some resistance from the people that you're emotionally connected to with whatever changes you're making, especially if you live with them with this message. So this could be family, siblings, children, partner, wherever this is resonating, or it could even be in work, security, work here. You have to get outside of your comfort zone. Spirit wants you to take a risk here. And also, you're not meant to do any of this alone. You may be wanting to be by yourself with the No Place Like Home as well. Don't rely on other people during this time, especially if there's some turbulence with the changes that are unexpected that comes to you in the next 6 months. Try not to be in periods of isolation for too long, Jelly. So we went from a 3 to a 5. You may have a blockage in your throat chakra. Like, I've needed to like clear my throat your entire reading. So this could either be a challenging news or challenging conversation. You may be afraid to speak, or somebody's afraid to speak to you here, wherever this is resonating. But you went from a 3 to a 5, which is moving forward in your numbers, which tells me that you do have all the tools and resources you need to overcome any obstacles presented to you in this 6-month time period. 3 plus 5 is also the number 8, bringing in the Strength card and tarot, representing the sign of Libra. And you've got to be brave. Just be brave. Be courageous. Face your fears. And also, be very prideful in all of your accomplishments and your ability to be resiliency in the face of any type of adversities that come your way. 8 also is August. So the month of August may be very significant for you, Jelly, as well. Thank you so very much for your patience and for joining me, and I pray that your reading resonates. Jelly says, yes, I'm resisting, procrastinate too much. You do need to change. It's good. I will be brave. Thanks so much. Please do be brave. I'm telling you. Once you get to that other side, you're going to be like, wow, this is not that bad at all. I was really being a drama queen. Okay. Trust me, Spirit's got you on the other side. And I'm a Leo. August is my birthday month. See, there you go. So it's kicking off with your solar return. And if you are 29, this is a Saturn return also. So this could be a big year for you. Whatever is happening in your birth month, it's good. Okay. Thank you, Jelly, so much. All right, Jashika, let's go. Hey, Queen. Queen, thank you so much for joining me. Both my free reading and my extended reading list are closed, but I do these every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and my free reading list is a first come, first service basis. So please thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your notification bell so that you can get notifications when I go live and get your free reading. Jashika, let's go ahead and focus on your new moon in Gemini energy. Okay. Regeneration is at the bottom. I saw that card two readings ago. I was looking for regeneration, and here it is. You, emotionally vulnerable in the next 6 months here, Joshika Love. Okay, so this message could resonate with something or someone you have an emotional connection to, or do your heartstrings are being tugged on in the next 6 months. So do keep that in mind for your reading. I would not be surprised if you had the Lover's card or a heavy influence of Cup card energies in your tarot. Let's see. I want to see if a person shows up too. I kind of see the King of Pentacles. The Six of Swords. Okay. Oh, I said I was looking for a person, and I could see the King of Pentacles in my head. And at the bottom of the deck, the shadow energy, Joshika, is the Queen of Pentacles. So earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It could be in your chart or in the chart of someone that you may have an emotional connection to, that plays a significant influence in your life and this reading. So take those things into mind, Joshika. Let's get started with your reading. Your high vibration message is blessed. And in this deck, it's the number 22. 2 plus 2 is 4, bringing in the energy of the Emperor card in tarot, the sign of Aries. Blessed means exactly that. And by practicing, gratitude, giving your affirmations, thanking your spirit guides, your ancestors, and your higher power from saving you from toxic situations, for blessing you when you needed it, for giving you the guidance and security at the right times, is really going to get you far. With the number 4 and the Emperor energy, you have learned and will continue to learn in the next 6 months, Joshika, on how to take your power back, and how you've got more than what you think, and this is what helps you practice gratitude. You're looking at the outside and really taking stock on everything that's going on with everyone else, and you're realizing in this time period on truly how blessed you are. You could be getting surprises in the next 6 months. You could be getting some help. You could be having people come back from the past asking for forgiveness. 4 brings an element of stability in your life. And if you have been experiencing some turbulence with your emotional connections in the next 6 months, you're getting an opportunity to fix those connections with blessed. You're in control with the Emperor energy, and you most definitely have the power and the authority to continue to manifest blessings and miracles into your life. So practice gratitude and do be grateful. Your protection message here, Joshika, is soulmates. And in this deck, it is the number 41. And I apologize for the glare. 4 plus 1 is 5, bringing in the energy of the Hierophant and tarot, the sign of Taurus. Soulmates. On my channel, soulmates are not restricted to people, not restricted to romantic partners. It is anyone or anything that teaches you a lesson. But not all soulmates are life partners, and what you need are life partners. Soulmates on the protection side is telling me that you are going to be coming in contact with a karmatic partner. It could be somebody from the past life that you've not met in this life that is going to test you and your emotional boundaries here. And being on the protection side, this person is only meant to teach you a lesson, or this in career or this environment that you have an emotional connection to is not going to grow with you. You will learn everything you need to learn, and then you will need to separate in the 6-month time period. 5 is change, and there is some resistance to making these changes within the soulmate relationships, or discerning between life partnership and soulmate. Soulmates, Some of them you can't just walk away from. Your parents are soulmates. Your children, your siblings, they're soulmates. You can't just, well, you could close the door, but you're connected for life. So you are also learning to love unconditionally from a distance here as well. It could be some type of career that you've been in for a long time or that special to you, but there's no more promotion opportunities and it's hard for you to leave. Wherever this is resonating, it's necessary. Endings for new beginnings. Keep moving forward. And when you come in contact with a soulmate, do not have them fill the space of a life partnership, or else you will regret it, is what Spirit is telling me. So we went from a 4 to a 5, which is telling me that no matter what, you definitely have all the tools and resources, 𝗙𝐿, that you need in order to overcome any obstacles presented to you in the energy of your reading for the next 6-month time period. A 5 plus 4 is also 9. 9 is endings for new beginning. It's also an energy of light working. So with the soulmate energy on your protection side, you as a healer and a light worker are going to be attracting people that need help. You are not meant to fix anybody. Fix no one but your own self. And people who are meant to grow with you will take personal responsibility and heal themselves, and you can grow together. We're not sugar mamaing anybody. We're not protecting anybody from their own karma. Take care of 𝗙𝐿, and then let everybody else clean up their own mess. When they've accomplished what you already have, they'll walk with you. If not, love from a distance. The month of September may be significant for you where this reading resonates, or things may come into fruition at this time. So your tarot influences for your new moon in Gemini energy, we have the 9 of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the 6 of Swords. So your sword card energy, 𝗙𝐿, are the strongest tarot influences, which tells me that communication, your mental perceptions, any long-term goals, plans, and ideas are the primary focuses of your energy during this time. 6 of Swords is moving, distance, and travel. So either you are planning this move, planning a travel, or dealing with people at a distance here. Also, 6 of Swords combined with the 9 of Swords is showing that you are looking for the solutions to some problems that you are dealing with. However, there's some doubt, worry, or anxiety with having to make these concrete decisions. With the energy of the Wheel of Fortune, it's karma, destiny, fated events. That wheel is going to turn in your favor, but you cannot, lose sleep over what's going to happen next. If you're a praying person, pray about it. Let it go. I know that's easier said than done, but I've even had to test it with my own self, and I'm not one of those readers that comes here and presents myself as perfect. I'm far from it. I'm on this journey with you. And if you go by faith, it is powerful. Things will happen, miracles will happen out of nowhere. Okay. So even if there's some uncertainties here, you've got to disconnect from this need to obsess and worry over the details or the facts. Clear up any miscommunication, be open and honest with yourself and others, and try not to give people the benefit of the doubt when they have shown you their true colors during the 6-month time period. Endings for new beginnings. You are completing some major cycles, doing some major cord cuttings in the 6-month time period. And it can be challenging, but it is very necessary for this spiritual ascension and awakening that you are on. 𝗙𝐿, thank you so very much for your donation, your patience, and for joining me. And I pray that your reading resonates. Yes, 𝗙𝐿 says that they're manifesting relocation. It is available to you in the next 6 months. The 6 of Swords is the card of relocating and moving. So either you're doing some commuting for work, you're traveling as a vacation or to visit people, or you're actually moving your place of residence. That energy is available for you. All right. I've got 5 people in the room and more than 5 people on my free reading list. I've got Garrett, Malibu, I feel like that number 17 is not a real name, but I'm not sure. Malibu is here. Malibu, let's get started with your reading. P Love, Jade, Seashell Case, Miss Lauren, MC, may you be peaceful. Kiki, No Name, Anna, and Cheryl. If you are here, please do let me know so that I can make sure that you can get your reading and that I may be able to get off before 1 o'clock in the morning. Malibu, let's get started with your new moon in Gemini reading. We're going to be focusing on your high vibration message for your life over the course of the next 6 months with the new moon in Gemini energy, and your protection message for your area of caution, and looking at your numerology energy to maybe get you some dates and some significant months for this energy also. If you are here in the room, please do let me know so I can assure that you get your reading. Okay, Malibu, let's get started with your high vibration and low vibration new moon in Gemini message. So your positive high vibration message is the leg up. And I apologize again for the glare. It is the number 34 in this deck, and 3 plus 4 is 7, bringing in the energy of the Chariot card and tarot, the sign of Cancer. It could be in your chart, sun, moon, or rising. If those signs don't resonate, a leg up is saying, ask for help and you shall receive it. You are not meant to do any of this alone. And first, you need to be relying on your spirit guides and your higher power. Leg up is a test of faith. You like the security of relying on yourself, but there's only so much we can do in the 2D. There's only so much we can do that's humanly possible. And sometimes you need a miracle. Sometimes you need a blessing. Ask your spirit guides and they will come through. If you have patience and faith with the energy of the number 7, victory over all obstacles is assured with the energy of the Chariot card in tarot. Be patient with other people also. People may be coming to you asking you for help during this time, and it is good because you get to receive your accolades from it, or you get an opportunity to showcase your abilities with this assistance that you are providing. But they may irk your nerve in the 6-month time period. So do be patient with the people on the earthly plane in this time. The month of July also may be significant for you with that number 7 energy here, Malibu. Your protection message is blessed. And in this deck, it's the number 22, and 2 plus 2 is 4, bringing in the energy of the Emperor card in tarot, the sign of Aries. Emperor energy on your protection side is a energy of victimhood. You're not a victim here. I feel like a lot of your burden may come from the fact that you do put a lot of weight and responsibility on yourself. You hold a lot of guilt and resentment towards yourself, and you blame yourself for things that are not within your control. You are not a victim of reoccurring circumstances. Even if things come back during this retrograde period, that doesn't mean that they're to stay. And if you are reminded of any insecurities or any perceived failures or weaknesses in the energy of the number 4, do not give your power away to that energy. And you are always in control, and spirit is here to support and help you. You just have to get out of your own way and let people on the earthly plane help you as you wait on the assistance of your higher power. We went from a 7 to a 4 here, Malibu. which is going backwards in your numbers, showing that there is a slight hiccup in your ability to overcome any obstacles that will be presented to you in the next 6 months. But I feel like a lot of that is your resistance to getting help and service, or your resistance to have faith and open your crown chakra and your higher power, or even faith in humanity overall, because you would like to just be independent and rely only on yourself. 7 plus 4 is 11, and Malibu 1111 is the number for spiritual ascension and awakening, which is affirming that you are on the right path. It's just time for you to let other people support you on your journey. 1111 is also a number for soulmate energy. So you can be dealing with some soulmates that only teach you a lesson and are not meant to stay with you forever. But I'm not feeling like that the soulmates are your primary problems or obstacles during this time. It is whatever it is that you hold in your heart, or your inability to be open and vulnerable, that can slow you down during this time. The month of November may be very significant for you, or you could be seeing some changes in your life, Malibu, as early as 2 weeks, thanks to the new moon in Gemini energy. Malibu, thank you so very much for your patience and for joining me, and I pray that your reading resonates. Malibu says, oh, Cancer. Hey, Team Cancer Rising, Malibu, let me tell you something. We've been going through it. We have been going through it just as bad as freaking Capricorns. It's Cancer Rising. That means that this new moon in Gemini is happening in our 12th house. And the 12th house is karma, past life karma, our secrets, our vulnerabilities. It is that deep, dark stuff that we don't want to deal with that's coming out. And it's happening in the sign of Gemini. So a lot of this has to do with, shyness, breaking away from, being able to speak up, asking for help, making friends, opening yourself up to strangers, and to build a community here. I don't like it. I've got my Chiron in Gemini, so this next 6 months is going to be interesting for me as well. So I can feel where you're coming from, but you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Lord, asking for help is the hardest thing ever. Yes, I know. You don't want to be a burden. You don't want to be a burden to anybody. But that's your downfall. You're not meant to do this by yourself, okay? So please have no shame in asking for help. No shame. It is your spiritual test, actually, to ask for help. All right. Yeah, we all this Gemini, Venus, Mercury, this is all happening in our 12th house. So you be prepared for the thing you don't want to deal with to be in your face. It's all allowing you opportunity to heal. All right. I've got only 4 people in the room and more than 4 names on my list. So if your name is on this list and you are present in the chat room, please let me know so I can get to your message. I've got Jade, Pila, Seashell Case, Miss Lauren, Sex Potions and Petals, MC, May You Be Peaceful, Kiki, No Name, Anna, and Cheryl. And I also have the hiccups. I've got 4 people in the chat room. If you are on my free reading list and you are currently present, please let me know so I can get to your reading. Hey, Cheryl. Cheryl, you're the bomb. What a trooper. Cheryl, let's go ahead and get started with your new moon in Gemini reading. Hey, Jade. Ooh. I pulled 2 cards. Protection. Okay, so Cheryl, I see you are asking a question. Mine Thursday readings are theme based, so we are going to focus on your new moon in Gemini energy for you over the next 6 months. This message can have something to do with your question, and it may be able to help you. Okay, so please do take it as it resonates. Your high vibration message. I have 2 cards for you. Change in the wind, which is the number 12, and breathe. 12 equals 3. Breathe, it's the number 29, which equals 11, which boils down to 2. 3 plus 2 is 5. So your overall numerology number in the high vibration Cheryl is 5, which brings in the energy of the Hierophant in tarot, the sign of Taurus. Taurus may be in your chart, sun, moon, or rising, or in the chart of someone that influences this reading. 5 is change, and there is going to be some changes that are happening in your life, and it may have something to do with something or someone you have an emotional connection to. It's asking you to clear up any miscommunication, to be patient, to be open, to be honest here with the message breathe as well. 29 is 2, bringing in the energy of the high priestess in tarot, where you are being asked to use your intuition to read between the lines, because with this change, there may either be something going on beneath the surface that you're not 100% aware of. So you're being asked not to rush. High priestess also is the energy of prayer. So if there are some changes that happen to you, Cheryl, that are not within your control, your higher power is asking you to reach out to them to ask for help when you need it. 5, in the next 5 weeks, there could be some significant changes that may happen to you that require patience, and it may also ask that you use that time to meditate and to maintain your peace and serenity with this breathe card energy. Your protection message is higher power. Wow, you cannot see that. There we go. Higher power is the number 4 in this deck, Cheryl, bringing in the energy of the Emperor card in tarot, the sign of Aries. So higher power on the protection side is saying that you are going to be experiencing the effects of divine intervention, and you are having a challenging time in the next 6 months trusting in the path that Spirit has for you. You are going to say, Spirit, this is not what I asked for. This is not what I wanted, but Spirit is going to give you what you need. So whatever it is that you are praying for, it may not show up in the way that you are expecting, but it is exactly what you need, and it will come to you at the right time. This could trigger your insecurities as well because of a scarcity mindset. You may be feeling like you do not have enough, or that you are not enough, or that you're not as prepared for the changes that are happening to you in the next 6 months. You have got to trust in the divine when this happens, okay? And by trying to resolve things and fix things on your own could further cause confusion or miscommunication when you are really being asked to wait on this information to come to you instead of you digging for it, okay? We went from a 5 to a 4, Cheryl, which is going slightly backwards in the numbers, showing that there is some resistance with your ability to overcome your challenges and learn the lessons in the energy of this reading. But 5 plus 4 is 9, which is endings for new beginnings, also an energy of light working. It may take you some time, but once you get it, once it clicks for you and you have that epiphany, you will be able to leave behind what no longer serves you to make room for this new beginning energy that comes with the presence of the number 10. 9 is the month of September. So Cheryl, the month of September also may be very significant to you, or you could be seeing the results of these changes happen in that time as well. Cheryl, thank you so very much for your patience and for joining me, and I pray that your reading resonates. All right, Jade. Let's go ahead and get to your reading. I have got 7 people in the room. If your name is on my free reading list and you are present, please do let me know so that I can assure that you get your card reading. You are very welcome, Cheryl. So to help you with your question, Cheryl, your zodiac signs are Cancer, Taurus, and Aries. So if those signs resonate with the person that's in question, this reading applies to your question, okay? Taurus, Cancer, and Aries. Jade, let's get started with your frequency forward new moon in Gemini reading. If you are present on my list and you need to get your card message, please let me know. Otherwise, Jade will be my last reading for the live feed. Yes. Jade, let's get started with your reading. 2 cards that have not come out at all tonight, and this is good. Building blocks, Jade, is your high vibration message, and I apologize for the glare. 28 in this deck. 2 plus 8 is 10, bringing in the energy of the Wheel of Fortune in tarot, the sign of Capricorn. It could be in your chart, your sun, moon, or rising. If that sign doesn't resonate, the Wheel of Fortune on your high vibration side is positive. This is saying that karma is in your favor and that any injustices will be brought right, and anything that is out of balance will be brought back into balance and harmony over the course of the next 6 months. Building blocks is saying that you have completed major phases in your life and you will be starting new ones, and Spirit wants you to remind you to make sure that you're laying a stable, solid foundation. Also, with building blocks, Jade, you've got to remember that it takes some time, and then this is not a process to be rushed. And building blocks is asking you to make short-term goals to help get you to your long-term goals so that you are not discouraged when it takes some time for you to get there. 10 is completion. So you're finishing a lot of things in the next 6 months to make room for some new lessons, new relationships, or new opportunities to bring in prosperity and stability into your life with building blocks. Take your time. When you rush, you get cracks in your foundation, and then it's like a Jenga tower, and it just is never stable even from the beginning. So make sure that you are looking at the pros and cons of any type of relationship or situation that you're involved in before committing to it, and make sure also that you're getting all of your needs met in this process, and use your power of manifestation with the high vibration energy of the number 1 in your favor. And because I feel like that karma is most definitely on your side with this message. Serendipity is your protection message, Jade. And in this deck, it's the number 18, bringing in the energy of the moon card in tarot, the sign of Pisces. For the sake of this reading, we will also go to the smallest digit, which is 9, bringing in the energy of the Hermit card in tarot, the sign of Virgo. 10 on the high vibration side, and then a 9 here. So I definitely do see some things resurfacing for you that just need a little bit of tidying up, Jade, okay? You may also be dealing with some soulmate energies that may pop up definitely during Mercury retrograde, just to distract you. Serendipity is saying pay attention to the red flags, because the red flags may not be as obvious the second time around for whatever does come back. You have got to trust in your intuition, and you're going to be doubting that in the next 6 months, but you shouldn't. Karma is on your side. You're moving forward in the right direction. So why are you doubting that same intuition that got you where you are today? Red flags may not be as obvious as they used to be. So you have to use your intuition to read between the lines here. Serendipity also is saying that if it is too good to be true, you need to get it. Don't block any blessings. Karma is on your side, Jade. So yeah, you could be getting some miracles. You could be getting some blessings, and you might go, nah, it's not real. It is most definitely real. Do not deny yourself a blessing in the next 6 months. Whatever it is, it's there to bring stability and harmony into your life. So accept it. So we go from a 1 to a 9 here, Jade, which is moving forward in your numbers. It's showing that you definitely have all the tools and resources you need to overcome any obstacles that will be presented to you in the next 6 months. That's why you need to keep on moving forward and believe in yourself. 1 plus 9 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 is your overall numerology number. It's already started, Jade. It's already started, okay? So just keep moving forward. Set your intentions and be clear with what it is that you want. And be careful what you ask for also, because you may get exactly what it is that you do. Jade, thank you so very much for your patience and for joining me. And I pray that your reading resonates. It's good. The only thing, Jade, that I see that is bad is the people that come back. They just mean no good. So if whatever comes back from Mercury retrograde, don't even waste your energy on it. Just don't even entertain it. You're moving in the right direction. Don't go backwards. Jay says, I have money coming in. Okay, Jay, get that money. It's moving in your favor. Whatever is owed to you is being repaid in the next 6 months. You're going to get whatever it is that you deserve, including that. Okay? Hey, Anna. Hey, welcome. He's just stubborn, but he's good. I'm problematic, I think. And you're Virgo. That's that 9 energy, Virgo energy. You 9 is on your protection side, which means you will be your own worst enemy during this time. And that's what I'm saying. You have blessings, and you will think that things are too good to be true, and that is not it. It is what you deserve. So accept it. Anna, let's go ahead and get started with your reading, and you are going to be my last person. All right, Anna. Thank you for coming back. I was about to sign off, but you will be my last reading. Oh, hey P Love. Everybody's coming back in. Okay. Is there anybody? I've had 4 people in the room. Is there anybody that's still here on the list that needs a reading? Because I want to go to bed. Anna, let's get started with your reading. Higher power is your card message. And in this deck, it's the number 4, bringing in the energy of the Emperor card in tarot, the sign of Aries. Aries may be in your chart, sun or rising. If that sign doesn't resonate, higher power is on your protection side. That means spirits got your back. But you can't get miracles or blessings if you don't believe you are protected and if you do not ask for it. Higher power is saying trust and have faith. In the next 6 months, Anna, you're working on your crown chakra. Oh, I forgot the hiccups. It's being tested. Your faith is being tested. A 4 is security here. And at any time where you need some help or you need stability to be enforced back into your life, especially as it concerns your family and your career and finances with the Emperor energy, ask and you shall receive. Higher power, Anna, is saying that Spirit has got a plan for you, and that you may be experiencing some changes in your life in the next 4 weeks, as early as 4 weeks here. And it is divinely guided. Emperor is power and control and authority. And you are either being tested with your power and your authority, or you are being triggered with events and relationships on how you give your power away to things. Okay? Spirit's got your back. But in order for you to move forward, you've got to make sure that the insecurities or vulnerabilities are addressed in the shadow side first. So be looking for those triggers to come up in the next 6 months for healing here. Your high vibration, your protection message, Anna, is soulmates. In this deck, it's the number 41, which equals 5, bringing in the energy of the Hierophant and Tarot, the sign of Taurus. Soulmates on the protection side. On my channel, soulmates is not restricted to people. It's not restricted to romantic partners. It could be a career, an environment, a relationship, friendship, anything that teaches you a lesson. But not all soulmates are life partners. Some are meant to grow with you, and some are only there for a season. On the protection side, this is telling me that you are going to be trying to hold on to a soulmate energy that is not meant to be a life partner. Leave where you cannot grow. You see that something's holding you back, a relationship, an idea, a career. You don't have any promotion opportunities. Your friendship is being stagnant. You're doing things with your life. You're going places. You're making plans, and the other entity is not. You need to reevaluate where you're going. You may have to set some strong, hard emotional boundaries or ultimatums when it comes to people. 5 is change, and there's some resistance to some changes here. Either you're resisting letting these things go or people go, or with the boundaries and ultimatums that you set, people are resisting your own authority. Take your power back with the energy of the Emperor. You are ultimately in control, period, point blank, in the next 6 months. And then we went from a 4 to a 5, which is moving forward in your numbers, telling me that no matter what, you will have the tools and resources you need to overcome any obstacles presented to you in the energy of this reading. And 4 plus 5 is 9, bringing in the energy also of the sign of Virgo. The Hermit card in Tarot is saying that there will be some major endings here, but it is leading you to the path of light working, where you're evolving and you're gaining more emotional and financial independence in the process. 9 being your overall numerology number, Anna, is telling me that the month of September may be significant for you, or you may see the results of these changes and separations and soulmate energy in your protection message happening by that month of September. Thank you, Anna, so very much for your patience and for joining me, and I pray that your reading resonates. And Aries rising, there we go. Aries rising. My youngest is an Aries rising. That means that this new moon in Gemini is happening in your second, third house of communication. So just be open and honest. You may get some travel opportunities, opportunity for vacation, or you may be dealing with some sibling issues if you've got any siblings. Okay, P-Love is still here. Seashell Case is still here. Hey, I went from having 4 people in here to having 8 people. Do not leave. If you leave, I'm skipping you. Cheryl was my last person, and then Anna came back, and then P-Love came back, and now Seashell Case is here. Do not leave. Seashell Case is my last reading. Miss May, I will take care of you also. If your name is not in bold, you are not getting a reading this evening. There we go. Do not leave. If you are here right now, stay. If I call your name and you miss it, I'm going to have to skip you. All right, 𝗙𝗏𝗾 is next. And this is in the order that you all have come back to me. 𝗙𝗏𝗾, let's get started with your reading. 𝗙𝗏𝗾𝗄𝗍𝐿, the best way to learn astrology is to start with your own birth chart. I taught myself. I do have a couple of astrologer friends, but for the most part, I taught myself. That's the best way to start. 𝗙𝗏𝗾, let's get started with your reading. If your name is not in bold, I'm done with readings. I'm shutting it down. 𝗙𝗏𝗾 is next. After 𝗙𝗏𝗾 is 𝗙𝗏𝗾, and then Miss Myth. All right. Oh. All right, 𝗙𝗏𝗾, your high vibration message is go the distance. In this deck, it's the number 47. 4 plus 7 is 11. Bringing in the energy of the Justice card, tarot, the sign of Libra. Libra may be in your chart or sun, moon, or rising. If that sign doesn't resonate, 1111 is spiritual ascension and awakening, and it is on your high vibration side, showing me that you are on the right path on the spiritual journey and that you need to keep going. Do not slow down. Any projects that you started, you need to finish. Anything that you initiate in the new moon and Gemini energy, finish it in the next 6 months. Make sure that you're setting yourself realistic and practical goals, short and long term, and so that they can be achievable. 1111, soulmate energy. You could be getting some help from some valuable soulmates actually in the next 6 months that may develop into life partnerships that they can grow with you. Career, relationship, friendship, opportunity. It is there to help you move forward. So do not slow down. For the sake of this reading, we'll go to the smallest digit, which is 2. Also bringing in the energy of the High Priestess in tarot, the sign of Cancer. Your intuition. You're being trained to trust in your gut instincts. So you can be experiencing headaches, migraine, pressure at the top of the head, and waking up between 3 and 4 in the morning. If this happening, it's just all downloads. It's a part of the awakening process. Get sleep when you can, take medicine, make sure you're eating. That helps with the headaches and the pressure. But for the most part, just be ready for physical symptoms of your third eye chakra opening. Invite this help into your life with Go the Distance, okay? It is what you need to move forward with your spiritual awakening. Your protection message, 𝗙𝗏𝗾, is round and round. And in this deck, it's the number 25. 2 plus 5 is 7, bringing in the energy of the Chariot card and tarot, the sign of Cancer. A 7 on the protection side and round is issues with patience. And also some tests of faith here with round and round. Things and people you thought were dead and gone may come back to rear its ugly head. And this is most likely to happen during the Mercury retrograde period if it hasn't already begun. But this is just to test you and distract you from this Go the Distance. You need to keep moving forward. And round is saying that it's not you that has the problem, but something that has a karmatic connection with you that isn't quite done. That may come back either for closure or to air some type of grievance here. If you've left a situation or relationship, just don't go back. There's no need for you to entertain it. You also may be triggered of a time where you were very vulnerable or insecure in a period of your life that you thought you were done dealing with those issues. You did learn the lesson. Again, it's just a resurfacing here to allow you to heal from anything that's still buried beneath you with the number 7 energy. So 2, we went from a 2 to a 7, which is moving forward in your numbers, saying that P-Love, you do have all the resources and tools you need in order to overcome any obstacles presented to you in the energy of your reading. A 7 plus 2 is 9, which means the month of September may be very significant for you here, and you may be either getting the rewards of your accolades with completing any projects or whatever karmatic debts that are owed with this round and round energy, they will be done and gone by the month of September as well. P-Love, thank you very much for coming back, for your patience, for joining me, and I pray that your reading resonates. P-Love says, I'm working with my boyfriend on a project. I've been triggered this week. Yes, I feel like a failure. I've been doing so good with my emotions and discipline. Yeah, it's just a triggering. You just need to remember that you already learned the lesson, and it's just a trigger. Okay. All right. Seashell Case is next, and then Miss May, and then I'm signing off. Seashell Case, let's get started with your reading. If anybody is new or has just joined, I have been online for 3 hours, 29 minutes, and 46 seconds. Both my lists are closed. I am doing my last 2 people. Please do subscribe to my channel and come back next Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as my free reading list is a first come, first service basis. All right, Seashell Case, let's get started with your reading. Your high vibration message is why. And in this deck, it's the number 31. 3 plus 1 is 4, bringing in the energy of the Emperor card in tarot, the sign of Aries. Why on the high vibration message is asking you to, if you're questioning things in the next 6 months, and if you ask questions, you're going to get the answers that you need. Anything that you're pondering, any decision making is good, because it is asking you to reevaluate where you're trying to go. 4 on the high vibration side is saying that you are focusing on security and prosperity in the next 6 months. And anything that questions your stability, you're going to be asking, why are you even in my life? What is your purpose? Continue to ask yourself these questions if anything does trigger your insecurities with the low vibration energy of the number 4, or anything that seems to make you feel powerless or victimized here. You are in control with that Emperor energy, and it is time for you to use your own power and authority to either ask these questions and get the right information, or to give final judgment with some major decisions in your life in the next 6 months. Your protection message, Seashell Case, is a leg up. And in this deck, it's the number 34. 3 plus 4 is 7, bringing in the energy of the Chariot card in tarot, representing the sign of Cancer. 7 on the protection side is in the leg up, is showing that you may be dealing with some unreliable people in the next 6 months. Leg up is asking for help and either not trusting in the help that is offered to you, not accepting the help that is offered to you, or the advice or construction criticism, or the help in general is just unreliable. So that's why you've got to ask the right questions, okay? Especially when people volunteer their services or themselves for you. They may have ulterior motives here. So use your intuition, especially if there's something that you're just not feeling too good about it. There's a good reason for that. Okay, with the Chariot card on the protection side, see showcase, there may be this fear that you will not be successful, or any you may be hesitating with being able to move forward and questioning the directions that you are saying. But you should not be questioning your own moral grounds or standards because the actions of other people. You are not the problem, it is them. And by trusting in your intuition, you will be able to discern between the two. So we went from a 4 to a 7 showcase, showing that there is no blockage in your energy, and you will have the tools and resources you need to overcome any obstacles that will be presented to you in this time period. 4 plus 7 is 11. The month of November may be very significant for you. 1111 is also the number for spiritual ascension and awakening. So this is an affirmation that you are on the right path towards your spiritual ascension. It's just some people problems that may be your biggest obstacles in the next 6-month time period. See, showcase, thank you very much for coming back, for your patience, and for joining me. And I pray that your reading resonates. All right. Miss May, are you still here? Let's get started with your reading. You are very welcome. All right, Miss Van. Let's go ahead and get started with your reading. So your high vibration message here is fork in the road. And then the second's the number 13, bringing in the energy of the death card in tarot, the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio may be in your chart, rising. If that doesn't resonate, we'll go to the smallest digit, which equals 4, also bringing in the Emperor card in tarot, the sign of Aries. Both of those signs by the planet Mars here, fire energy, and maybe in your chart as well. Fork in the road is saying that in the next 6 months, you've got some decisions to make, Miss May, and you are at a crossroads. And that crossroads is leaving the past behind and moving forward, or you just have multiple options that are actually good, but the courses are very different. With the number 4, you need to be able to make these decisions from a place of emotional and financial security. And if you are relying on other people to make the decisions for you, help support you in some way, and where you are meant to support yourself, you could find yourself having a difficult time with making these decisions with the message fork in the road. A change is needed. Okay, so if there is something that no longer serves you, you're questioning this also with this number 4 energy. Fork in the road. And the number 4 is asking you also to maintain this harmony in your life. I see the energy of the 4 of Wands, which is joy. It is an energy of family and security, a reason to celebrate. And you are trying to move forward on that path of happiness. So if you do that from a place of insecurity, you could be making a wrong turn. So do be very mindful in this energy, and do not act on your triggers in the next 6-month time period. The next 4 weeks, even see, you, Miss May, is what you and you may have to make some major decision, or the first of a series of major decisions may happen in the next 4 weeks here. Your protection message is Unfinished Symphony. And in this deck, it is the number 10, bringing in the energy of the Wheel of Fortune in tarot, the sign of Capricorn. For the sake of this reading, we'll go to the smallest digit, which is 1, also bringing in the energy of the Magician card in tarot, representing the sign of Aries. Unfinished symphony on the protection side means exactly that. There is a lesson or some karmatic debt with a soulmate energy that has not been severed and served, and it is going to come back to you. And it may, whatever comes back to you is what's distracting you with this fork in the road. Leave the past in the past. We are all going through retrogrades right now, Miss Matt, and it is to distract you from where you are going. We've got way too many planets for you to avoid dealing with people and energies from the past. But just because it comes back doesn't mean you have to invite it back in. Unfinished symphony is also saying that there are the triggers of insecurities that you thought were healed will come back up, and it is all going to do that to allow you to finally release this so that you can assure that whatever is in the past does not come back to haunt you. We went from a 4 to a 1, which is going slightly backwards in the numbers in its met, which does show a slight hiccup in your ability to overcome any obstacles or challenges that are presented to you during this time frame. But I really feel like it is this distraction of things coming back to you that you thought were gone, and now you're questioning your long-term goals because this thing has come back. If anything comes back to Mercury retrograde, if it's not attached with like $1,000,000, Miss Man, don't take it back. This is just like Mercury retrograde energy 101. But not only that, we've got Venus retrograde. Venus retrograde is worse than Mercury retrograde when it comes to emotional connections. Just say no. That is the best advice that I could give you when it comes to these decisions that you have to make. If you've already left it, continue to leave it in the dust. It does not serve you. The lesson has already been learned. 415. The next 5 weeks is where you can see these changes being made. Definitely something re-entering in your life also in the next 5 weeks, which will put us smack in the middle of Mercury retrograde, which is expected. Miss May, thank you so very much for your patience and for joining me and for coming back. And I truly do pray that your reading resonates. All right. Now I'm done. Now I am done. Super done. You guys, thank you so much for joining me as usual. A couple of announcements. The new moon in the sign of Gemini is happening tomorrow. I don't know what the time is, but set your intentions. The new moon is for starting things that are new, where you want to work on. Please do check your birth chart to see what house placement Gemini rules for you. That is where you can use to set your intentions or how this new moon energy will manifest in your life in the next 6 months. I will be doing a healing petition with the new moon and Gemini energy. And I'm going to be using the last month's petition also with that energy. So please do be looking from Facebook and Instagram for that petition post. And I'll be doing root work in addition with this new moon petition. I am still not doing in-person readings, although the state of North Carolina is opening back up. So I will not be at Dancing Moon Books and Gifts in Raleigh, at least for the month of June. And I will not be in Greensboro, North Carolina at Eclectic by Nature, at least for the month of June. And that is it. I don't have any other announcements to make. Thank you guys so very much. Miss May says, bless your heart for all of this info. You're very welcome, Miss May. Thank you so much for coming back and being patient. Happy new moon in Gemini, you guys. I do love you so very much. Please do not be overwhelmed by the retrograde energy. Take your time. Be patient. If things don't happen as fast as you want it to, blame it on the stars, literally. We cannot help what is happening. Use this time to regroup. Okay? I'm wishing you all many, many, many blessings of love and light. And I will check in with you guys next Thursday. Have a good rest of your evening. Bye, guys.